3 seconds early, people. We're here.
And that's
A little
not
premature ejaculation.
Oh my goodness!
God.
We're only
Okay,
5
John
seconds.
started. We were
Only
wondering
5
about-
seconds into the show, man.
Oh,
There we are.
man.
Boom. Where's the drum hat when I need it? Welcome
yeah.
everyone to the Home Theater Hub, episode number
Where is
140.
that?
Although I will say this is
Okay.
episode 141. That Ike didn't count a number yesterday. So-
Yeah, that was a special episode.
I figured that would be like 141,
139-A.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
You can go into YouTube Studio on your channel and edit the number whatever you want. It's gonna stay that way. You can make it 5,000. You can make it 300.
Hey,
Hey, I
tempt me
should
with a
do
good
that.
time.
You can use
Episode-
letters too. You can make it a K. You can make it an E, an M, a V, whatever your favorite flavor is.
Very
All
good.
right. Why's my camera wacky today?
All right, I got it.
121 gigawatts.
First question I am going to ask. I'm not going to have that. And
See, this is what happens when we start early, guys.
Did
We're
you
not
guys
prepared.
do your homework and go to your local brewery and get, or
Oh.
Mm,
You know
all
what?
right, so I got
that
a
would be a
special-
negatory, sir.
You know what's
I
sad
gotta-
about that? 3
I gotta-
days ago, when I got back, I would buy. I said, "Oh, I got to remember to stop and pick up that." I went to the grocery store, totally forgot, and went back home. But I did remember.
I have a very special one for the day.
Uh-oh. Lil Dunk.
Little dunk.
Little
What the hell, man?
Is it Oreo milk beer?
Basically,
Oh
if I
God!
can read this,
Stout with
it's
cream-filled chocolate.
that's crema. That's not that. So chocolate, yes, and
Lil Dunk.
cookies, vanilla. This might be too sweet, but it has the cacao nits, so it might not
Is it
be
sweet?
so.
Is that
sweet.
28% like we got the one for Scottio?
God, I hope not. I didn't look at that either. Hold on, now I gotta look because you made me. Oh, it is quite a lot. It's not a whole lot. It's only 9.5.
Ooh,
It's
that's
only
still
a-
a good
it's-
for a 12-ounce can.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
it's only a niner. So
Yeah. You're
Although
gonna be wearing
uh,
whatever the guy is wearing on that
of the
can.
bourbon cream. I did pick up that.
Well, if you guys haven't noticed, we have a guest today.
Yay!
Good job. Somebody was on the ball with that sound there. That was like we rehearsed
that
that.
was good, wasn't it?
It wasn't me.
So, we
Oh,
want to
gosh.
welcome Hugo to the channel. Thank you so much, Hugo, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, man, we're excited. So like usual, I scour Facebook looking for guests, and Hugo was so kind to respond to me from I think on Saturday. I took my son to a place it's called La La Land. It's like an indoor playground, and basically I
Movie?
took him there, and we were there for almost 5 hours, right? Because it's so hot in Florida right now. They can't play outside, right? So I think we were there for like 4.5 hours, and while I was there, I was like, you know what? I got some time. I need to try to find some guests, and like I told Hugo, I must have sent like 20 invitations to join us on the podcast. Got somebody scheduled for the 28th of next month, just because we're traveling to Cedia and stuff like that, and that's what worked out for that person. And Hugo was so nice to respond. He said, "Man, I never did anything like this before." I said, "Look, man, it's just a conversation. That's all it is. We're just here to have a little fun and talk home theater."
He's nerding out on theater and stuff. So it's easy. It's easy peasy.
Yeah, for sure. We as you can tell, we like to just have fun. This Hugo, this is our release from our regular day jobs and whatever else we got going on in life. We have this 2.5 to 3 hours, and usually to just blank out from everything else.
So
So
tomfoolery and hijinks.
yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate you joining us today. So thank you so much.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Usually my releases, if I can, I try to play Call of Duty or something. You know what I mean? Now that I have this one room to myself, I'm able to do it
I've
now.
come home in those moods, and I'm like, you know what? I need to shoot somebody in the head today.
Oh gosh, dang man, you just got the whole show canceled. Like,
I know. On the
Jesus
Xbox and
criminy.
PlayStation. Call of Duty.
Like anybody can.
I've
handle the
had those
call.
thoughts in my mind. I'm like, I need to shoot somebody in the head today. Headshot, bitches. You know. So
Yeah,
understand
it do
that
be
for
like
sure.
that.
You gotta put a
Then-
disclaimer for YouTube. Man.
Yeah,
He's talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Call of
Not
Duty.
literally. Not literally.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And it was funny because like we had not last weekend, but I took my son to like another indoor type of place, and they had laser tag, and bro, I was sniping people from the back. Like I was just,
Oh, that's
I'm the fat guy not running around like pow, pow, pow. I was camping and sniping, man. So do you do a lot of gameplay in your theater there, Hugo?
Well, I mean, we just finished it like 2 weeks ago, so no, not really, not yet. I'm
Okay.
still doing some final touches and stuff like that to it. But I have played already on here, and I played with the headset and I played without it so that I could hear the gun, the bullets and stuff, and
Mhm.
it's pretty cool. It's
Man, that's cool. That's one thing that I have not done, believe it or not, in my theater, is hook the Xbox up and played it on the 160-inch screen. So I need to do that. I need to do that for sure. So it seems like just yesterday that I seen you guys.
I know it's like a bad dream come true.
I had a dream I was like on this professional podcast with these very unique guests, and then we were all formal and having. It was crazy.
I tried to lighten it up a little bit in the beginning, but yeah. So yesterday, if you guys haven't tuned in, we had Sound Room 7 from Cedia on the show. So make sure you go back and check that out. As you know, all of us are making the trip to Denver. I think all of us are going to arrive on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, the first
Of next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know I fly out about 8:00 in the morning and get there around 10. I think Ike's around the same time. Paul, what time do you think you're going to be coming in?
I'll be in the afternoon.
In the
like-
afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna get
Abe,
there.
when are you going to be there already, or are you going?
early afternoon because I'm going to the CDM little welcome reception for CDM members they have in the afternoon.
Mhm.
So I figured I'd get there early so I can make that.
You're going to drink some champagne?
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Some
eat some-
champagne.
They're gonna give you 50
hors
cents worth
d'oeuvres.
of champagne for your $10,000 membership fee.
yeah, eat some hors d'oeuvres.
Some M&Ms
Yeah.
and here's some peanut M&Ms and pretzels.
Yeah, I know. That's
Well, you know the way
yeah.
Expedia's budget is now, I wouldn't be surprised if it was some peanuts and some pretzels. Yeah, man. We were talking about that. Some of the old timers I talked to, we've been going to CD for like 30 years. Like how different it was at the beginning to what it is now. It's just we kind of miss the old days. So
It's an all-out
Yeah.
business now, man.
Yeah, sales used to be that way too in the businesses that I used to do. Is you used to be able to entertain, your potential clients. Take them to concerts,
Yeah,
theater, movies. Now
I
it's like, oh no, that's too much. That's, and it's like
I gotta say, maybe some people out there remember. I remember seeing when Noel Lee of Monster Cable hired Peter Frampton to play at this little small venue in Minnesota. The CD was in Minnesota that year, and he rented out this little club, and he had all the people associated with Monster and special guests, and we were one of the special guests because we worked with them on some dedicated theater for their headquarters, and we got to hear Peter Frampton play in this little small venue. It was amazing, and we got to meet him and everybody backstage. And I thought the saddest thing, Noel Lee give Peter Frampton a signed line conditioner. It was like just a Monster line conditioner. You're like, hell, signed by Noli. Peter Frampton gives Noli a signed guitar. I'm like, how do you compare those two? It's like I was like, that signed guitar is so it was that was the type of crazy stuff that used to be like that back in the day.
Yeah.
Mr. Sam Runco I don't know if anybody remembers Runco projectors.
Of course.
But Sam and his wife would throw these parties where they just go around just pouring shots of tequila, and everybody got a little Runco, a little tiny Runco plastic mug that was on a chain, like a rope on you, and he just go around filling that up all night long. And these were like after parties, like out on the floor after the show.
Yeah.
So I miss those. I miss those days.
Well, it is a business now. It's these people spend a ton of money. I mean, I think like carpet for your booth or your event is like $10,000. A line for Ethernet is like $10,000 drop, and all kind of stuff. It's from what I understand, it's extremely expensive for someone to put a booth or an exhibit out there. So
very expensive.
The thing that we can do is just try to support them, because if not, it's going to go away, right? So
you got to support them because they're spending a lot of money. Yeah,
for sure. It was great to have Sound Room 7 on yesterday, and want to thank them again for allowing us to host that little press event for them. So thank you guys, appreciate that. So other than yesterday, Paul, how has your week been, sir?
It was, good. It was good. I can't complain. I'm still getting roofers knock at my door like crazy.
From the I forgot about that. Yeah, from the
from the
semi twister that's not a twister.
Yeah. The roof is definitely damaged. I even, took my own little drone up there, and I was like, damn, that's a lot more damage than.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to walk on that thing now, right?
Well, the sheeting is good on there, but
okay.
It's the shingles are just destroyed. Like you can
sorry
see the fiberglass on underneath on many spots. So
did you throw a tarp on there just in case, or what?
Nah, it's not leaking. The underlayment, unless we have like just the weeks of rain, the underlayment will do the job of protecting from leaks.
That's right. You were in roofing a while back, right?
Yeah. A long time ago in my 20s, like as a summer, jobs, and I hated it. That was one of the worst jobs that I've ever did. That, and I did, and I was horrible at it because of my eyesight. Christmas tree pruning. I sucked at that. I didn't last a week in that job.
I didn't know that.
I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, it looks straight to me.
It looks like Charlie Brown's tree. Here you go.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a job.
Yeah, you have to go along and prune all the ends to keep them from, to keep sprouting.
We had to separate all the M&Ms, or else they wouldn't go on stage.
Yeah. There you go. But anyways, yeah, there's certain jobs that I was.
Fun facts about Paul, I'm telling you, man. He comes up with shit every week.
That is,
and in my defense, most of these guys were like, country, 280-pound, cowboy kids saying.
We now know if you need your Christmas tree pruned, don't call.
We have to find a Christmas tree and set it up when we go to Cedia this week.
My grandfather was so disappointing because he's like my great grandfather, because he's a big dude too, but I'm like, dude, I'm micro compared to these guys. And compared to him, he was like 6'6" and tractor mechanic, worked on a farm. But
the better half says you're a jack of all trades.
Yeah, well, yeah. Sometimes I even annoy myself.
I'll stop at the jack.
I'll say something, and then it's like, that's not. And then later, something will happen. People will be like, "Holy shit, he was right!" Like, there's no way.
Claude
Even I'll be like,
Claude just responded to 5 Christmas tree pruning ads for Paul to apply to.
yeah, no kidding. That's gonna be the advertisement that I get. You know.
Do you also prune artificial trees?
Artificial.
What about bonsai? Could you go there?
Oh, gosh, man.
I could
Oh,
probably
look
do
at
that.
this.
That's a little more intricate, and you know, I mean, shoot, the damn tool weighed more than my arms back in the day. You know, Jesus. Yeah, I didn't start doing the whole protein and working out 3 or 4 times a day until after I graduated high school. So I was much smaller.
That was an interesting fact, though. Fun fact.
That's a fun fact for
I
sure.
do like that fact. That's an interesting good one.
All right, Mr. Ike, how can you top that?
You are
Well, I am.
a whale harpooner.
I know, right? Like
yeah,
spearfishing or
Ike's like,
something.
you
man.
know,
I
back
sharpened harpoons on a boat in Alaska.
Yeah, there's no way I can top that. But yeah, it's been a rather slow week for myself. Busy with work. Back to soccer practice today, so just got back from that. I
There were
haven't
no
ran
sprints,
I haven't ran all summer. No sprinting today. I'm not pulling no muscles, man. Nope. But yeah, it's been a very slow week for me, so I'm just looking forward to the show and to the rest of the weekend.
Very good. Mr. Abe, how was your week, sir?
It was good. I got back from California last week. Got a chance to see Scotty O finally live and in person there.
nice.
They're not being a lot taller than I thought he was. He's taller than me. I was like, wow. I was like, yeah. So we met up in the Manhattan Beach, found this little place, had a couple drinks, just talk shop for 2 hours. Like same thing we talk here, we talked over there. I was like, we should talk about something else other than theaters. But we had a great time, man. We had a great time. It was good to see him. And then we, then also while I was there, I got a lot of work done for this job. We finally finished it up. So it's everything turned out good. So happy to be home and then turn around again and go to
Cedia.
So
Cedia in 3 days, right? Is it 3
Yeah.
days?
3 days. Yeah, I was here. That's like my 3rd day back. And then next week we go Cedia. So a little bit of a break. Get to see the family for a little bit.
So how about you, Hugo? How was your week, sir? I know we're just getting to know you, but how
was somewhat exciting. And one of the things that I did today, and it's funny he mentioned roofing because I decided to go ahead and my shed that I have back there, I wanted to make it solar powered, independent, like off grid. And on Facebook Marketplace, some lady was selling her. I guess she had a contract with like a big company, and I don't know. She said it didn't work out or whatever, but she had 50 solar panels, and she was selling them on Facebook Market for $75 each.
Jeez.
I got them for $60. I drove to her place. I picked up 8 of them, but I only used 3 so far, and I connected a battery out there, and it actually works. And we were able to disconnect it from the house. We killed the power to the house, and then we were on the roof or in the shed, and now it's running independently. So
that's awesome.
I monitor it every day on the app just to make sure that it's working and making sure it's not overheating and stuff. So
that's pretty
that
cool.
was something that we did earlier, and it powers the back gate. So now it's always, even when we have a power outage here, but the gate still opens instead of not being able to open. One time the light went out and our cars are back there. We couldn't even leave because it was an electric gate. So
garage,
yeah.
How much wattage is just those 3 panels producing?
They can get up to 1,100 watts, and usually by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm already at 100%, and it's averaging from 1 to, it's like every hour in the morning it starts progressively going up, right? So it'll start like at 100 watts, and then 200-300 watts, and then 600, and it goes all the way to 1,000. And when I saw that it reached 1,000, that means like, yes, they work.
That's
You know,
great.
because you're projected to get 1,000, but it doesn't always work that way.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
So
So-
Ike,
there's a whole
Ike,
science to that.
Hugo lives in the Texas area. I don't know where do you?
Okay.
So
No, we're like 12 hours apart.
Oh, okay.
That's how big Texas is.
Yeah. Where are you in South Padre? That's the only place
Yes.
you
Yeah.
know South
Yeah.
Padre?
Yeah, I'm like-
man.
I'm like 30 miles away from there.
You gotta fly to
like-
that place.
I've driven
Yeah.
to South Padre a few times. Like, yeah, that's probably the only place
It-
that is. There's a couple of places,
Yeah.
but yeah, South Padre is 12.
Realistically, it's about 10 hours or 9.5, right?
Yeah,
If you don't
stop.
stop and you don't go
Stop,
pee
yeah.
or do anything. But if you got kids and you got to stop and
That's
You
12
might
hours.
as well
gonna-
spend the night somewhere.
Yeah,
yeah,
the few times
that's a
I've
12
driven,
hour.
the few times
Yeah,
I've driven is
eat.
12 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
so
that-
that was one of the things, and
I
what
was gonna
else?
say, Ike, you could go pick up some solar panels for $60.
I
man.
know, right?
Oh no, she sold
Yeah,
out
no,
instantly. I asked her.
really
I
I
guess so.
I regret not buying more, and she sold out. By the time I sent her a text message 2 days later, she goes, "I'm sold out." She
I
sold
would've
all
just
50
bought
of
them
them
all.
right away.
I
I know,
Sold them
but-
all and sold them for triple.
I had to find an excuse to tell my wife why I'm spending, that much money, $60.
Right.
And she goes, "For what?" And I'm like, "Well, it's because I know what I
So
want to
what?
do with it." But to try to explain it to her and literally, like, this is what it's gonna do. That's why I had to be finished to be able to show it to her, because it just wouldn't
With
work
that
out.
with that kind of deal, it does make it worth it.
Hey, look, Rancho Viejo, that guy's like at least 5 minutes away from me.
They said he
Wow.
lived there in
There you
15 for 15 years.
Yeah,
Imagine.
yeah.
Nice.
Mayak Flats. That makes sense. Mayak boat. I used to have a boat, a Mayak boat. Not anymore.
Okay. Very good. Well, glad to hear that you had a decent week. And if I need to talk solar panel, I know who to talk to now.
I know,
so.
right?
I mean, you already got the app hooked up for like a. Did you have to pay for the subscription for the app or anything like that for that? No.
Nah. No, because the solar panels are connected directly to the battery itself. The battery is the one that has the app.
Ah.
Ah,
Yeah. So I have.
You had to buy
it's
that
called
battery
the.
separately.
Yeah. So it's the Solix Anchor 3000, the F3000,
mm.
and
Does the battery already have the converter and everything built into it?
yeah,
So
it has it all built in. So you just simply connect directly to
okay,
the
gotcha.
battery itself.
All right.
I might
So
have
these
to
panels,
invest in
what
this.
kind of
Something like-
days
How much was the
you
battery?
We go into the battery.
The battery, that particular one that I have is, I believe, like $1,200 or $1,300.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's pretty pricey. It's pretty pricey, but it's got wheels and everything, so you can drag it around the house and plug in everything when the light goes out. I mainly got it for whenever the lights go out here, because the lights always seem to be going out. So that's why I wanted to get it. But then when the opportunity came up to buy those solar panels, and I'm not currently using it, I was like, well, let me try it, and it worked. So
Nice.
I basically have to buy another one, is what I'm saying, because now that one's
Now, did the battery you get, is that a lipo battery or is it a lithium, or do you know?
no, I don't know. See, I can't remember what it was. I know that it's similar to what you just said. Let me see here. You got me on the spot here because I don't know.
Sure, I need to
No,
hook
no
up
problem.
one of those
No
so that I
problem.
can.
I was just
so that I can,
because the new lipo batteries are like super.
It's very efficient.
Yeah,
So
and,
this-
and it's power wise, they're
Don
1,000 times
Don
more
wants to be able to
efficient.
power his subwoofer with solar. man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's Don needs an off grid thing so the power company doesn't complain from draining the
Mhm.
system.
Well,
draining the
What I
grid.
ended up doing one more thing. I did buy another little battery from them that also connects to Wi-Fi, so I actually have it here in the app, and it powers my seats, so I don't have to have wires going across. You know what I mean? Because my wife is like, I don't want to see
Yeah.
wires going across.
Right. Right.
So I literally put it right behind the seat, and I just took it out and plugged it in, and that's it. That's how I power my seats. So I don't have to be worried about. The battery will last me like about 2 weeks. The way the seats basically use it.
Mhm.
So whenever it does start dying down, like when it gets to like 10%, I'll just plug it into the power and it charges back up.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That's cool.
That's
I'll
cool.
show it to you guys later so you can see it.
For sure. I'm glad you guys had a great week. Obviously we had the show yesterday, and like I said, I took my kid Saturday to this indoor playground, so I had a good time with him there. And in between, while he was running all over the place, I was sending out invites for people to join the show, and just busy with work. So I'll say I'm going. You know the saying, "Rags to riches." I'm going for riches to rags this week. I didn't watch very many movies this week. It's not 6 like last week. So I only got a chance to watch 1 3/4 movie, and I was trying to finish that movie right before the show, and I was like, I was texting Hugo. I'm like, hey man, I might be a little late. I'm trying to finish this movie, and I looked at it wrong. It said an hour and 53 minutes left, and I had already played 50 minutes of it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how long is this movie that I'm watching?
You could just rule me out because I watched 0.
Oh man,
man.
I watched a couple on the airplane, so I got some.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, there you go. Now, did you have your own headset, or did you?
Actually, I like now that on the airplanes you can Bluetooth to the monitor.
Oh,
So I have my Sony headphones and I Bluetooth to the.
You know what I'm so tempted to buy for this trip is the X-Real glasses. Basically, you put the glasses on, and it projects a 150-inch screen in front of you.
Yeah.
Well, that might be fun. Yeah.
And they're only like $250, man. So you literally just hook your phone up, and I got a 4-hour flight to Cedia, so I could definitely take in something. You connect your earbuds, or it's got its own speakers. Yeah, man, I'm really tempted to buy one of those. So before we make the trip.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, watch a big old screen and look like a nerd in the seat.
Yeah,
Well, I get on the plane and the only thing I do is sleep, man.
You could
Regardless of the
just bring
time.
your Meta goggles.
I don't have the Metas. I wasn't paying that much for those things.
Which one is this you're saying, Don? Which one?
They're called X-Real glasses.
Okay. So just as a movie player.
No, so it does everything. You can hook up anything up to it. Your computer, all that stuff.
I'll check it out.
It's literally like watching Total Recall. Like, I mean, you move screens around and shit, and lock screens and all that.
So it's like the Apple, whatever the
Vision Pro, whatever.
Yeah.
tried to do, but with just regular glasses. Now, how many millions of dollars are these things?
It's like
$250, I think.
$300.
Oh,
It's so affordable, man. So
yeah.
and it actually has like so you don't have to wear your glasses on top of glasses. It has like focus too.
Wow.
So,
Give it out. Give us a review of that. That'd be interesting. Kind of
For
curious.
sure.
I've been curious about that. I never really dove into that area, but I am kind of curious because I think for an airplane, it's a great opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
They look like sunglasses. They really they do. They look just like sunglasses. So
yeah,
I paid for the extra leg room, so I'm all the way up front. I'm not in the business class, but I'm like upper economy is what
I don't remember any of those having that much more. Like, I'm like, regular and business class is like.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I got lucky because I had some points and I went ahead and just went and got first class because I used the points. So
you had a lot of points.
I have a lot of points. I travel a lot though, so I had a lot of points. I got my first class probably for less than the main cabin with my points. I paid like $400 for first class. So I'm in 1A, 1C. I'm the first front row, first seat, right there. And right there when you walk in. So, unfortunately, the only thing I don't like is that you can't put your luggage. You don't have luggage where you can stow underneath because there's no row in front of you. So I got to put it up. But it's right above me. So, but I can drink my coffee and bourbon cream the whole flight. You get pretty much
flight.
Not unlimited drinks, but you can pretty much drink yourself silly by the time you get to Denver.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Very good. Well, it's like a 4-hour flight for you too, right?
3 hours and 3.5 hours because it's
Yeah,
4
it's
hours.
four-
It's 4.5 hours for me to go to LA. So this is a little bit shorter. So
All right. Well, hey, why don't we go ahead and start with? Is somebody like clicking dice or something?
I mean,
Sounds like dice.
So what movies did you watch?
Well,
Yeah.
that's what we're about to get into. Hold on. Movies. We're gonna do
Oh,
this
God.
early for Jessica.
Yeah, she's been logging out every night for the last month. She's like, no, I don't care about all that. I hear you talk about all that technical stuff. She's like, nope, I don't need to rehear it.
All right, so we will move right past Ike, just zoom right past him as he yawns behind the camera there.
Wait a minute. Not even a series? You didn't watch it like a
Nothing.
series? Damn. Wow.
Nothing.
Tough week.
Tough week.
Tough week, man. Tough week.
I can go so many places with this. I'll just keep it quiet.
Hey, that's good. That means 30 minutes. I'm a hero. Ain't none of you lasting 30 minutes. I guarantee you that.
Your Blue Chew Gold is kicking in, man.
oh man.
So anyway, we'll zoom right on past Ike since he didn't have any movies for the week. Paul, how many did you how many were you able to partake in?
Well, 3 actually.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a good one.
And 2 of them I have not seen.
All right.
I watched Monument Men.
Hmm.
I think that's what it's called. Jessica might have to correct me on that.
The Monument.
But that
Men?
one was pretty interesting. That one was it was a good story. It was based on a true story. So
that one, The Monuments Men.
Yep. That's it.
Very good. So a little war story, I guess.
You know, it's nothing. It is a war story, but it's like a side story. There's nothing to do with the war or anything like that, which is why I liked it, because I love the military movies and stuff like that and war movies, but I really got to be in the mood for those because they kind of just, I don't know, it's just one of those things that just like, Anyway, but this one, it wasn't quite, I mean, it was based on a true story, first of all, and it's basically the trailer. It's these people are set up to go save all the art from around the world that's being stolen.
That's a hell of a cast.
Yeah. It's a good movie. It really is a good movie. This one, I mean,
Rotten Tomatoes demolished it though.
Yeah, I'm like a 7 on this one.
Okay.
Like, because it's just a little bit. I get why some people. It's just different. Maybe if you watch it when it first came out or something like that, maybe the way they portrayed it, they overhyped it or something like that. But it was just a good, different story.
Good to hear.
So,
It's
I
stars.
definitely want to check it out.
Yeah, it's a lot of stars on that.
Mhm.
Yeah, ignore the stardom stuff, and I would say this: the reason like Rotten Tomatoes has a low score on it, I kind of get in one aspect, because there's certain parts of it where you feel a little disconnect, because all of a sudden it's like people are in different locations, and you're just like, wait, what? And they don't go into detail of why certain things that they're trying to get and protect are important because of the history of them. You know, it's for those people that may understand maybe the importance of certain, art pieces and works, and what it entails and what it really tells about a society, and the accomplishments of certain regions and stuff like that. But I'm so dumb when it comes to like art and stuff like that. I just watched it as a movie, and I just kind of just wrote like, hey, yeah, that's super important. Shoot, maybe it's not even that important. They're like, what? Maybe someone that's into art, that maybe is a lot more critical of it. I don't know, but I really like the movie. It's and I have never watched this movie before, so it was a good different story from a lot of the other standard shoot 'em up, bang bang,
cool.
Movies. So
Well, I'll definitely be checking that out for sure. I'm interested.
it's worth a watch. It's worth a watch at least. Yeah.
Let me see how much it is on Kaleidoscape. While I'm looking that up, tell me about what else you watched.
The next movie that I watched that I had not seen before, and Scotty O was getting on to me. He's like, you gotta watch that. I'm like, hey, you need to stop what you're doing right now and watch this. I watched Super Troopers.
Yeah.
The original one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and yeah, that was pretty funny. I could see the classic humor in that. So,
if you haven't seen it, there's a great YouTube video with the creators of that movie where they talk about that opening scene with the cop pulling those kids over.
Yeah.
And how so much of that was improvised, and it's just actually very interesting to hear their conversation about that. I highly recommend looking that up because it definitely adds a lot more. Once you find out the kind of the backstory of it, it just makes it more and more funnier to
yeah. Oh yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, you can tell some of that is just like 400 takes. All right, here's the ones here's the scenes out of those takes we're gonna,
actually. Funny you should say that what they were saying, when that cop stops, the stunt guy threw it in reverse and slammed and goes backwards and drives backward to go behind him after to go stop him over again. He blew out the transmission in that, and they did that one thing in one take. That whole thing was because the car was dead after that.
Oh wow!
That take was the take.
Wow, that's
so
amazing.
It was fascinating thing about that. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So would you give it the 7 that it was right? Was it? I think I've seen this a long time ago. I can't remember, but
I don't know that I would give that a 7. To me, it was
a lot of slapstick humor, basically.
Yeah, it's a classic. I think it's a classic. It's more of a 5 or 6er, but it's one of those. It's like the classic.
It's got its moments.
Look, I like to look at dumb stuff too and laugh. I mean,
it's got its
I showed my wife something today. Just pure stupid comedy, right? I love a good stupid comedy, like a Fletch or something like that, or the Christmas Vacation. Obviously, that's why I was looking at something on TikTok today, and it's and the caption said, when your interior design goes wrong, and basically it was a vaulted ceiling with 2 pendulum lights hanging down, and it looked like boobs on your ceiling from the reflection. I found that humorous. So it's
yeah. That is funny. Yeah. There's definitely there. And on that note, my third movie, you can guess.
I can guess.
You should be able to guess.
Toy Story.
Disclosure Day.
Ooh, the person that said Toy Story was closer. But no, it wasn't Toy Story.
Oh.
Oh, I can't believe you guys.
Cars?
No. God damn. Did you guys even fill out the fucking sheet yesterday or whatever?
What, Ready Player One?
Yes.
Yeah.
I said
yes.
that. I said that Ready Player One.
After we talked about it enough, I was like, I gotta watch that movie again. I watched Ready Player One again.
Nice.
I heard that was a good movie to watch with like the whole surround thing system and everything.
dude. And
I
it's
haven't done it yet.
And I'd had added more sound panels and even just a couple more sound panels. I'm like, man, I'm like hearing extra
Mm.
Well, you didn't
shit
have it.
around. I was like, God damn. I was like, all right. That's why I do want to I want to go ahead and just do a mini theater with like a large OLED. Fuck all the brightness war projector bullshit and just go with an OLED because it's just me and Jessica, you know, and I know that and we know that. And it's like I do like the 150-inch screen though. That is pretty. You feel more like you're at the theater. So
Look
I
at YouTube royalty in the house. What's going on, Shauna? Long time no see, man.
yeah, it's gonna be larger than you know than a 9-inch.
How far are you
OLED.
sitting back? 'Cause it's all perspective. It's all viewing angle. So how far back
Yeah.
is the screen?
Yeah, for sure. And then I'm gonna make it to where like basically I'm gonna try to make it to where every it's almost like I'm wearing headphones, you know, all my Atmos and my surrounds are all gonna
You're gonna
be
need that Storm 32 that we talked about yesterday.
Mhm.
Speaking of
yeah.
using a TV or an LED wall, before I forget this, I don't know if you guys saw the little press release from Tony Grimani introducing a very special speaker that his company designed that mounts on the ceiling and will shoot the sound onto the TV and it will reflect off the TV
Mhm.
onto you and using that as the center channel. So I am definitely going to go and demo.
I
and
could
hear-
see that working because remember how
Hey,
I did
you're
my
bouncing Atmos off the ceiling, so what's the
Like-
difference?
I
so-
did my mains for a while angled straight up, and even my system it knew exactly how many feet it was away from the
Well,
bouncing
knowing
and
him
then
and
coming
how
back.
critical he is, it might be something pretty amazing. So I can't wait to go
Yeah.
see what that is.
That
'cause,
will be
I know he's
pretty-
critical.
That'd be
I
pretty
went OLED on this room, and you should do it. If you're gonna get one, you should go OLED. You're gonna like it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he and somebody mentioned in chat he's done that for a while, but apparently he's got a new maybe
It's like a
something
patented
new,
design. Yeah.
new update to the design or something that he's going to be promoting at the show because he sent out the release about it. But yeah, I didn't actually know he was doing that, so that's definitely something I'm interested to see because that is becoming more of a thing.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So Abe, how about you? Were you able to partake in any movies this week?
Yes, yeah. So on the plane, I finished on my first trip out to LA last month. I watched. I started watching all the John Wick movies. So I watched 1 and 2, and I started watching part of 3. On this trip out, I watched 3 and 4. So I got to see the whole set of it.
Series.
It's kind of rinse and repeat. Every one of those are
Really?
yeah. So I was like, once I saw one, but the first one was good. I understand that the dog got killed and he went crazy. But the rest of it is kind of rinse, but it's still fun to watch. It's still you don't have to turn on any brain cells. You just have to enjoy it. You know, you don't have to think. You just have to enjoy all the action and stuff like that. It is good. So I enjoyed it. The other movie I watched, which actually surprised me because I realized now I shouldn't have listened to all the bad publicity. I should have just ignored it and watched it for myself. But I watched Michael, story about Michael Jackson.
I
And
actually purchased that.
There
It's
was
a-
bad publicity for that.
Oh, there
Yeah.
was all kind of bad publicity about it. It didn't go into the whole story of his life and all the bad shit he went through. It really
Setting
just
up for part 2.
concentrated-
That's fine.
It really just concentrated on like the first half of his life. But you know what? It was good enough. Like, I mean, if it just standing alone as a movie, as a film, as a production with writing and acting and music and just looking at it as a movie, it was done very well. It sounded good. It looked good. And if you were a kid of the 80s and you grew up with Michael Jackson and the music, it was done very well. The other thing I liked about it was that one thing that Michael Jackson was done, he was very professional in the studio. He was a perfectionist in the studio. And I did like that they kind of went back and hit on how he was in the studio or how he was in his business meetings with people. He was a different person than what he was like in his private life and stuff. He was like, because he grew up on the stage. So it's almost like he matured there, but did not mature personally. So I thought the movie was pleasantly surprising. It was good. And Jafar Jackson did an amazing job portraying him. So, I mean, I had no expectations when I watched it, but turned out I liked it.
You didn't get touched whenever you watched it?
I was going to go there, but I'm like, you know what?
I think
might as well. I mean, we all know.
No, it's a good movie, man.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad it's a good movie because I'm a sucker for anything 80s. So
a movie about a megastar. Forget all the other shit. If you just look at it as far as a movie, it's actually well done as a film.
Yeah, I actually downloaded this one onto the Kaleidoscape the other day. I've been wanting to watch it since it was released. However, Kaleidoscape was very proud of this movie for quite some time. So I received a notification from Kaleidoscape in my email saying, hey, one of your movies on your watch list has decreased in price.
Yeah, I would
imagine how that works, right?
I would agree. Part 2 would be a lot darker. Yes, I get it, but the movie was good on its own.
See you later, Shauna. Thanks for dropping in, man. We got to come on the show sometime.
Anyway, I figured I'd get some flack for that one, but I watched it. I enjoyed it. I can't.
I have been interested in that movie because I love the music.
Oh yeah, and it was and imagine in a theater. I mean, I heard it on headphones, and it sounded awesome. But I imagine in a theater, just the quality of the sound and the how, and these were some pristine recordings of this music for the film, and so it's got to sound great in the theater.
So what Shane Lee he reviewed this and it kind of spoiled it for me also. He said that it really didn't come alive till almost the end of the movie with the sound and everything else like that. Is that correct? Like for
they really kind of brought it home, and because they just kind of really they were like kind of the peak of his career, the concerts, and just how just ultra famous was. And they had a lot of they had redone a lot of the concert footage of him on stage, and just I got to imagine it's got a sound of that must have been really good. So yeah, I mean I heard it on headphones, but yeah, I think it came alive more toward the end because there was a lot of music, concert video footage that they did at the end. I think was pretty good.
Anything else you were able to watch?
No, that was it. No, other than the John Wick movies and that one, that was pretty much that filled the flight.
Well, Hugo, we're going to move over to you because I'm going to go last, but you talked about demo movies, and I got a stone cold demo movie that has got to be watched. So what about you, Hugo? Any movies that you were able to partake in your theater this week?
Yeah, we watched the new, what was it called? Finding El Chapo or something like that.
Oh yeah,
on Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, we watched that one, and then The Last House.
Okay,
that one was pretty good. As far as the audio on it was pretty good.
Yep. The audio was fantastic.
Yeah, we watched it here, and like I mentioned, I just barely got this thing set up like 2 weeks ago, so the movies in here are somewhat limited at what we watched in here. Mm-hmm. But the one that I want to see now is Michael, because I'm pretty sure it's going to have some good audio on it, to be able to enjoy. But the Last House it was good as far as audio concerned.
No, it was fantastic.
It's really good.
The story, I'm not too happy about. It's like Quiet Place with Water. But, yeah, exactly. But the sound was. This is the one that I talked about maybe 2 weeks ago.
That's why I was like, I feel like okay now.
Yeah, he talked about it a couple of weeks ago when I
totally
watched
forgot.
the videos. When I was watching videos, he talked about this movie.
Yeah.
But I had already seen it.
It's like Quiet Place in the Water. So, but yeah, no,
So all you hear is goo, 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 goo.
So yes, to demo your system, 1000% watch this movie and be surprised at how good Netflix sounds.
Wait, this movie, The Last House?
It's not The Last House. It's called. I think I got it typed in wrong here.
I thought you were gonna say Cars because I know you were.
Oh, Evil Dead Burn is another one that I watched.
It's just called Last House, not The Last House.
Oh. The Last House. It's not
Netflix.
the second
Yeah,
to the last house.
That's it. I guess
The
it is The
Last.
Last House.
Yeah, it is this last.
Oh
one.
yeah, because there's the arm coming out of the chimney. Yeah.
And
That's
it's 6
Oh.
houses down from the first house.
Supergirl is another one that I watched in here.
How did you
Oh,
like that?
how is
I'm
that?
interested in that.
Yeah,
We watched it. Wasn't as bad as everybody says it is, but then maybe it is.
I'm looking at
depending
it
on-
as like an action movie. You know what I mean? Like Fast and Furious 25.
Maybe I
I'm not
should
trying to
look
get
at
like
Nah.
nostalgia from it or anything like that.
No, it's not like that. It's. But you know what? I mean, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I think I'm gonna give it away if I say it. It just reminded me of a John Wick movie, but not
Okay.
in the action part of it, but the whole part of how John Wick becomes John Wick.
Mm.
They
Okay,
well, they
Backstory.
kill his dog, right? And then that's how he becomes John Wick.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
And,
probably for the bad guys instead of
Yeah.
yeah.
John Wick. when he-
And this movie kind of instantly reminded me of that.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for adding some movies to the show here. So
Oh.
Nice.
I have been watching some series that I forgot that I've been watching once Paul mentioned series.
You serious?
So yes. So I have actually been watching this on Netflix, and it's pretty damn good. I gotta admit. It's about restaurants that are chasing the Michelin star. And those of you that
okay.
don't know what the Michelin star is, that's actually the tire company giving out stars to restaurants. And I had to do some research on this. Basically, the tire way back when Michelin first started, they put out a whole magazine on places to eat and stuff like that, where for travel. They were promoting traveling, obviously, because people driving on their tires, right? So, man, I really enjoy this. If you enjoy watching anything to do with food prep or
Now
mean,
what series or what?
it's
It's
called
on Apple TV.
Yeah, it's on Apple TV. It's called
Okay.
Knife's Edge, Chasing Michelin
Okay.
Stars. So basically, there are undercover people that go and judge the food, and they decide whether or not a restaurant keeps their star, or they earn a star, or they go for 2 or 3 stars.
Yeah,
And,
3
I mean,
stars the max, right?
Yeah, 3 stars is the max.
That's-
Correct.
that's-
Yes. And
It's been a while since I've watched any of this kind of stuff.
yeah,
but-
so look, I mean, I have a favorite restaurant that I went to in Tallahassee, and a lot of people hate it sitting at the bar, but I loved it, man, because I would just watch the orchestra that just happened behind the counter, and just the sheer, what it takes to put together a good meal, and put together how synchronized everybody just has to be when
the poetry of the
For sure.
business and the culinary arts.
Mhm,
Yeah,
for sure. I loved it, man.
Oh,
And
just for me to shovel it down in my mouth.
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, no, I recommend this series if you guys like anything to do with cooking or eating. One of our favorite things to do is to dine at different restaurants and try different stuff. So as
That's
you can
cool.
tell, I'm a little overweight, but so yeah, so I would definitely recommend this. It's on Apple TV. Take a look at it. It's very interesting. Super high pressure for these people trying to earn these stars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I took the recommendation of some people last week. and I binged watched 7 episodes in one night. I was up from, I don't know, I want to say I was up from like 10 o'clock to about 4 o'clock. And I went ahead and started watching The Lionist.
Wow.
That's a good show. That's a
And,
really good show.
Good?
Yeah,
Good?
so
Oh yeah.
so I started watching this, and I enjoyed it so much that I stopped watching it. And
Wow.
the reason I stopped watching is so my wife can catch up and we can watch it together.
Oh.
So she actually got caught up today. She was off of work yesterday and today, so now I can't wait to start picking it up and watching it with her. So it's gonna be a good show to watch for sure. And then the Stone Cold Killer. An absolute, I haven't finished it yet. I got about 20 minutes left in the movie. And absolute, I've seen it a million times in the demo clips. I've seen it at M-Wave. I've seen it at
You've seen it at M-Wave.
I've seen it at Cedia. I've seen it at other people's houses, right? Never watched it.
Until now.
But now, just a stone cold demo scene, demo disc from start to finish so far that I've watched. Blade Runner 2049. The sound in this is just unbelievable, man. I've never watched the whole story before. I've only seen the clips, and I'm actually really enjoying the movie itself too. It's a pretty good movie. I haven't seen the end, so don't ruin it for me.
It's good. It's good. It's a good one. Well, let me ask.
I've never
have
seen that one.
you seen Blade Runner?
The original.
I've not seen the original either. Nope.
Oh,
Oh,
then
you meant
a
to
lot
do
of
that
it's
one,
not going
yeah.
to make sense. You
Yeah,
have
that
to
was
have
the first
no.
one.
You have
may
to
need to
know the original.
Right now.
Well,
you
he's got 20 minutes left, so
Well, watch the first one, then go back and watch the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, and you know what?
have
That
it.
actually
I have both of them
that
on
actually
Kaleidoscope.
works.
I
That
agree.
actually works.
Yep.
Believe
Yeah,
it or not.
I think so.
So yeah, so look, I mean, if you want something to demo your Atmos system, this is the
All right,
movie.
let me see. I can add it right now.
It's got bass. It's got. I mean, Jesus.
I mean,
that's
from the jump,
crazy.
from the credits, the Sony sign that pops up. First of all, that ought to tell you something in itself. When you see a Sony disc, you're going to get performance, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
literally from the jump of starting this movie, you get demo material. So, and all throughout the entire movie, I mean, just sounds from the atmosphere and sounds from all different places. The sound is just going around you all over, man. It's really phenomenal what they did with that movie, for sure. So you gotta check that out if you haven't checked it out. But yeah, I'm gonna finish it as soon as we're done with the show. I'm gonna go finish the.
So you say you gotta watch part 1 first, or Blade Runner?
Yeah, I think it's recommended.
For the
To see the
ending to
original
make
one.
sense. Yeah, for the ending to fully make sense. Yes, you really should. The 80% of it, yeah, it's you're kind of. That's a different story that they're tying together. But the very ending.
See, I always thought that it was just a remake.
No,
of the original.
No. It's not a remake.
That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't watch the first one first.
Now, the original is definitely not politically correct. I don't not politically correct. Like it's.
I got.
I mean, look, you can't do a lot of stuff nowadays. That all
yeah,
these
well,
movies
it's out there pretty. It's out there. Like even back then, you'd be like, "What?"
Before I forget, I got a fun fact about Blade Runner. Now that you brought it up, so when I was in California last week, I did take some time out on Saturday and went to the Warner Brothers studio tour, and went on their back lot and saw where all the movies made. And Blade Runner some scenes from Blade Runner was shot on that studio lot in Warner Brothers. And a fun fact. during filming that, Warner Brothers had just bought Atari, the video game Atari. And in a scene like in the downtown, where they have all the lights and the signs, they shot a scene with this gigantic Atari logo that when he's in one of the little things flies by. They took it out because of some issue or something that was supposed to be in the movie. Atari logo.
Yeah, I read something on that this was like a 4-hour movie that chopped down to 3 hours.
Yeah. So I was like, I saw parts of where they had, the streets that don't see any remnants of anymore. But
I forgot about, I finished watching, I told you series and I forgot. We started watching Reacher. I was not impressed with the first season at all. I'm on the second season.
Look at Ike.
Yeah,
it's already better, but yeah, I'm like, man, I don't know.
No, I think it's a general consensus that the first season,
the second season, not that good.
Like, no, I think everyone enjoyed it more. The older, I guess.
Yeah, I like that. The first one was great.
You see, I wasn't that. I was like,
see, that's like I always talk about Breaking Bad. I cannot get past the first 3 episodes of that show.
You get
Breaking Bad is amazing.
It's amazing.
I understand, but I've tried watching it 4 different times.
No, man,
not get
give
past
it a chance.
The first 3 episodes. It is so slow and so drawn out.
You got to give it some time, Don. I'm telling you, this show, you will get addicted to it. You got to give it some time. I thought the same way.
Man, that's what people said about Game of Thrones, and I fucking watched that whole goddamn thing. I
Game
was
of Thrones is,
dude, what the fuck, dude? Are you serious? This whole thing sucks.
To Breaking Bad.
Game of Thrones is like number one.
Way above.
You got to give it a chance, Don. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm not a series watcher.
No, I mean, I feel the same way about Breaking Bad. At least I finished the first season. I haven't touched anything after that. For Breaking Bad.
And I did finish watching.
Better Call Saul was actually really good too. I watched Better Call Saul.
And I did finish watching Ghost in the Shell Committee. 2026. What's already out. They haven't released the final episode, but it's if you're an anime fan, you'll probably still enjoy it. But you have to be an anime fan. Like, you gotta like the fan service, you gotta like all the stuff like that. That's kind of dorky things that unless you're into anime, you won't even know. Like, if you've never seen anime and you watch it, you'll just like, what the, but if you know all the fan service things that they do throughout the years and what's considered, that you'll enjoy it. Me, I'm not big on that. And to me, it took what was an original good anime series that was a little more serious and storyline, and then just made it into a true cartoon anime version of it, which isn't a bad thing. Like I said, it's certain fans of anime will really like it, but it's just not my cup of tea. But I'm gonna have to watch it. I already watched friggin' almost the whole damn thing already. So I think there's only gonna be 1 or 2 episodes left because I've already seen, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh,
and if I could say something,
sure.
Go ahead.
What drink you got there?
Oh, let me bring it up here.
Oh, zoom in on this one.
Monkless Belgium ales. Hazy day in, what's it say? Brussels.
Yeah,
I like that the day is hazy. It's like the wording is hazy too.
Yeah, exactly. This is
finally a non-fruity beer.
I don't know where the hell.
Who was the Muscles from Brussels?
No, I was gonna say that the other movie that I got to see here this week was The Dark Knight.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finally got to see that
Awesome.
one. I mean, I've seen it a long time ago, but not in here with
Not
my
in
new
the theater,
setup.
Hey, it doesn't have to be a
Yeah.
new thing. It's like
No.
that's
And then
what makes it awesome, especially for your own home theater. You get
the
to
next one that
read.
I got lined up is Deep Water Horizon.
Oh yeah, you got to watch that too.
That's
Yeah.
got the bases.
Yeah, we can
I-
give you a list of about 100 of them that you got to watch, man, for sure.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. Like I said, I got less than 2 weeks in here, so I've seen a lot of movies. I just haven't seen them here, and I don't mind watching them again, especially
Yeah.
if they were good.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna end up rewatching a lot of movies. My new movie backlog is so full, and that's because I'm going back and just rewatching old movies and old classics.
So we got a comment, and I was just going to highlight that. So I don't know who jumped ahead of me here, but we got a comment from MKH Audio. Lumigen, can you guys explain it and how useful and makes a big difference? How this will be useful and makes a big difference. So I said this on the show yesterday. If you haven't watched it, we had Jim from Lumigen on. He's the one who founded Sound Room 7, Paragons of Home Theater for Cedia. And I said this on the show yesterday that Lumigen single-handedly is the biggest game changer in my rack, in my system, hands down. So Lumigen is a video processor that if you have a projector, I would say it's 100% necessary. Right? Basically what it does is it adjusts the tone mapping according to the output of your projector, and it changes, it actually downgrades the HDR and the SDR, but it changes it into a higher bit rate and higher like a Rec 2020 type of thing. So it actually does process the video and make it a lot better than the signal that's originally there.
The other thing I would add, go ahead, Paul. So
the way that I equate it for the layman's term is like on my Epson, right? I can go to what a lot of people in the biz know as the Harry Potter faces scene, where they're battling it out with the wands, and then their ghost parents come, and if you don't have good enough black level or contrast in that scene, you don't even see that there's faces. It's all washed out because 80% of the scene's black, right? But on any projector, you can adjust it to where, ooh, I can see that perfectly, right? It's like, oh yeah, I see all the detail. Okay, but then you go to a bright scene and now you can't see shit. So is what these devices do is it makes it to where you don't have to chase that. The device is basically saying, oh, this is your capability at the black level end. This is your capability at the brightest end. And I, scene by scene, am going to make
frame by frame
tone map the contrast best suit what your system is capable of doing, so you get a better image. It's depending on what you have. Like if you have an OLED, you're not going to need it for black levels, right? But unless you have a really high-end OLED, you could still benefit from even that, from the super bright images. Not so much, but projectors, yeah, they benefit from them. Even some of the higher end projectors, just because again, it basically
not some of all of them
frames your it frames your settings. Basically, it's like it rolls the settings at the best level from this device, and that's why you got to program it and tune it, you know, per device. It's not like you just plug it in and it works. It has to be like, oh, what do you have plugged in what's the device, and
Well, you
shoot.
actually feed it what your projector can do.
Well, and
right?
I was going to
Yeah.
say another way to
Yeah.
say it, well, to say it the way I've always sold it. The video processor is married to the projector, so they're a married couple. So you're going to calibrate that it's set up that video processor for that projector, so they become a team. So when you go set everything up, and the best utilization of a video processor, run all your video sources directly into the Lumagen, which also allows you to independently calibrate for the source. So if you're using an old school legacy product like a Laserdisc or a DVD on input 1, and you're using a Kaleidoscape on 2, and you're using a DirecTV satellite box on 3, you can set up and calibrate those inputs independently in addition to your calibration and your settings for that particular display. So it really will run interference. So no matter what you throw at it, it will make sure to optimize anything for the absolute best reproduction on that display or on that projector.
Mhm.
So it really becomes kind of married to that projector and does a great job of handling all that. And then you would run it has a secondary HDMI audio out, and you can run that to, that's even how Lumagen recommends it best being utilized, so that you can have even more control over the calibration by source, which is different from MadVR, which MadVR, all your sources go into the receiver. You do all the switching at the receiver, and it just takes care of it on the output side to the projector. So there is a different kind of topology in how these two are.
And they do the stretching and stuff like that.
Nonlinear stretch, yeah. So he came back with MadVR versus Lumagen.
Yeah.
So look,
I think maybe
I'm a Lumagen. I own the Lumagen. I will say the Lumagen is not for the faint of heart, right? If you're not computer savvy, it uses old, and the older one uses old.
It uses very technical terms.
Right.
It's not a GUI
it's very nice.
interface. If you're an
But
engineer,
the
you
new one
probably-
is the new Artisan is going to have that
that's
capability.
true,
So
that's true.
we're going to see it at CDI. I can probably better answer that question next week when we come
Now,
back.
the only thing that I would know off the top of my head is I know the MadVR has the subtitle stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I like Lumagen.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing for you.
I'll answer
it
this
was
because
really
I've
neat.
used both of them for years. Lumagen makes a solid product, excellent in its actual core duties of video processing, of noise reduction, of dynamic tone. Excellent product. But MadVR also, I think, does a phenomenal job and has these extra benefits of definitely, for one, the subtitle. I love when I do scope projectors.
And the extra price, though.
Yeah.
So you got to keep that in mind. It's like, okay, sure. Yeah.
I genuinely like both, but I genuinely like both.
Exactly.
Both are great products. Absolutely. I tend to, when I'm doing scope theaters, I tend to go to MadVR because it kind of interfaces better with scope. If I'm doing 16:9, it's kind of up in the air. I can do either one. Both are excellent products, and they both have their strengths and weaknesses.
Matter of fact, I think you did a theater with one with the video wall and one with the projector, right?
I did. We put a Lumagen outside in the game room on a video wall, which we will have which in a couple months. At the end of this month, end of September, excuse me. We are going to go back and calibrate that Lumagen projector on that LED video wall. But we did a MadVR in the theater. So we did both. And that was primarily because at the time for gaming, we wanted the extra refresh rate.
Less lag time. Yeah.
Less lag time on the Lumagen, which is why we chose the Lumagen on the video wall.
Very good.
And also I was just interested to see two of them in one, area nearby and see how they set up. But both are great. Both are great.
So hopefully we helped you. Probably didn't help you with a decision, but I will say, look, it sounds like the new Artisan has a lot of new features that is going to now compete The Artisan is the Lumigen version of
Mhm.
so it sounds like it's gonna
I
compete
can't wait to
with
see it.
some of
Yeah.
the
I will
interface and everything else like that.
I'm a 16:9 guy, and I just like from what I've seen, if I was to go with one right now, just me personally, I would probably go with a Lumigen.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that it's better or worse. It's just I'm an engineer, and I just like that one from what I've seen so far. Now, the only thing that would keep me from getting it is the fact that Don has one.
You know, if I can work it,
but I have
anybody can
one
work
too.
it.
It's
right?
like, man, it must not be good if Don has it.
If you
So,
guys have
so the
Control
Lumigen was
4,
so good that
But I have it, so
the Lumigen was so good that when Ike was reviewing it, he reached out to Jim and said, "Hey, this isn't coming back to your warehouse." So
Yeah,
I paid for it. Full disclaimer.
lighter pot. I'm gonna send a much lighter package back in the form of a check. How
I paid for it. Full disclaimer. So it's not free. I didn't get it for free.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before I
we
get
have
a comment.
we have an opinion here from Anthony. Lumigen's insanely more efficient than Mad VR. So,
Okay.
you know,
now when we were doing the shootouts, my Epson and a JVC, whatever, not the top tier, but the second tier down, with the Lumigen and my personal Epson, which is just a 6050, was compared side by side. And people were, half the crew were picking the Epson with the Lumigen on it, as far as which picture was better.
And I will say this,
and that was against like a $20,000 projector versus,
I will say this about Lumigen too. I have an issue right now where I have a Mad VR, the first generation Mad VR, where for the first time my client just happened to download a movie off the Kaleidoscape store. I think it was called Paul. In fact, it's all about the alien. There's a movie about.
Yep, I remember that one.
But it's only available in SD. And when he played it, he could hear sound but no video. And so just trying to troubleshoot remotely, and I've got to go on site, we think it's in how the Mad VR is processing the SD. If the audio is getting through another video, so I got to go figure out what that is. But everything, we bypassed it and ran the HDMI straight from the processor straight to the projector, works just fine. So we know it's in the Mad VR of how it's processed in the SD. But it was like the first time he had actually bought an SD movie. So we never actually knew that it was an issue.
And I don't know if this holds true to date, so don't take this to the bank. But the Lumigen is better suited for gaming. I think it has.
It's got a little bit faster, right?
Yeah, there's not as much lag. Yes.
Yeah, there's some sort of better.
To the credit of Mad VR, Mad VR has
I will say, Mad VR. We went to.
We did. Yeah. Again, the newer one is, I think,
they've corrected that
up to par with it, probably. So,
correct. Yeah, they have.
Previously, I think the Lumigen, hands down, was better at that.
Correct.
I think maybe with the newer one. Yeah, that's why I was like, the
so
newer
MKH, we did absolutely nothing for you here. But
sorry.
That's one of those products you got to just check it out. You got to check them both out. You got to go to a show. You got to go to.
I'll make one more comment. If you're using an OLED, a really good OLED like a G series LG, do you need it?
No,
not really. I'm just going to be honest with you. You don't need either one of them.
Yeah. Like I said, that would be on OLED.
Money.
It's only if you're doing the mega bright scenes, and they do more dark scenes in movies than they do washed out bright scenes.
Get some better
you can
audio.
see the horses
on
the.
They're going to say, no, you still need it for that too. And I understand it's a business, but projectors is definitely where it becomes super, super handy. Very useful tool.
It big time.
But on a good quality LG OLED or even the Sony OLEDs, it's not 100% necessary. Will you get some benefit out of it? Sure.
But if you're enjoying what you have now and you're not having a problem, you don't even need one even then, you know.
That's
like,
when you get Illumigen, is when you see a problem. That's
yeah,
other
exactly.
than that, that's
if you're not having a problem, if you're not like me, like, and I haven't bought one yet. Again, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna build a whole nother theater for the price of what I would probably pay for a Mad VR with an OLED screen. If you're not, you're like, damn it, this HDR10 movie versus this Dolby Vision movie versus this SDR movie is like, shit, they're all, you know, it's like, god damn it, you know, it's like the dark scenes in this one versus the bright scenes in this one. Those processors make it to where they all look as good as they can on your projector that you have. That's what they're for. But if you haven't noticed those issues, you don't fucking need it at all. don't open that can of worms.
Or certain TVs, you just don't need it.
Yeah,
it's a nice thing, not a necessity.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get on over to our guest, Mr. Hugo. So
it's me now. I was cool listening.
we definitely appreciate you joining us to the show this week, and thank you again for entertaining the idea of coming here. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into home theater.
Well, this room, I needed a bigger room because my office, I work from home, right? So my office was a little small, like a little 10 by 10, right? Really small. And I wanted something bigger. And we had a patio, right? I have a patio here. I now have two patios when I used to only have one. And so this second patio, or the original patio, no longer gets used. So then we played with the idea of one day either doing a theater room here, but then my wife said, no, just make it your office. And when we were in the process of deciding what to do, I started watching a lot of YouTube videos so that I can get familiar with, you know, what I really need and how to do it, since I was going to be doing it from scratch, you know, closing up the walls and all that kind of stuff. We were running wires and all that. So I started looking into all that. I got really into it. And then I suggested to her, why don't we just make it like a 2-in-1? You know, I can get a little small 3x3 area, since I'm already used to a small area. And then whatever's left over, I can just use it for, I guess, a theater room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we ended up. She didn't say no, but she didn't say yes. And I just went with it. I told her, I made a deal with her, and I told her, look, how about you let me do whatever I want in this room, and you don't say nothing. And then what we'll do is, since my old office was in the same, there was only one wall dividing my office and my master bedroom, I guess you can call it. Oh, wait, hold on. Primary bedroom, right? So I told her, we can knock that wall down. You can do whatever you want there. So that way the room gets bigger and you get the extra office. So that's the kind of deal that we made. And that's how we got into where we got into.
I thought it might have had to cost you a Louis Vuitton or something like that.
Well, I mean, it might, because I mean, you still got to think about it. I got to knock down a wall, probably put a beam up or something, and then decide of whether or not to close it off and put sheetrock and all that kind of stuff. So,
For sure.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I don't have that kind of wife where she wants purses and stuff like that, but she spends money around the house.
That's great. That's
yeah.
Good.
Well, that's good. I mean,
yeah. So what about the home theater portion? What sparked in either your childhood or, you know, visiting somewhere or whatever? What sparked you to say, you know what, I want a home theater? You know, what was your inspiration for that?
Mainly because we like to watch a lot of movies. I watch a lot of TV shows, but my wife watches a lot of movies.
I see.
And I always wanted one, right? I always wanted to say I have a home theater system. And about 3 years ago, when I first made 4 years ago during COVID, I bought my very first step to buying a home theater system, which was the Denon, was it the 4500HX or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I bought that one 4 years ago for the patio that I have that I converted into a room now, because I didn't have a patio. I just had a just a cement slab. And that's it. That's all I had. But when we converted it into a room, I put speakers out there and everything. And I said, you know what? This thing can connect all the speakers. Let me connect it to. I told my wife that I was going to spend that much money on a receiver because I was going to connect speakers around the house and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Well, 4 years later, I bought it in 2020, or 4 or 5 years later. I still hadn't used it. I bought it, but I just basically sat there. I didn't use it. I ended up using a Fozzy Audio 2-channel speaker system for the outside, and that's how it worked. And I never used this $2,000 AVR system that I just had sitting there. And so I was like, "Hey, well, let's do it. I already got the box." I told her, I said it like that. I already got the box. Might as well do it for something. Use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's what sparked it up there. I mean, obviously, we love to watch movies, and it's a lot cheaper to watch them at home, because you get to provide your own snacks, your own stuff.
Don't look at my bank account from this week, at least my wife, because Kaleidoscape had a bunch of stuff on sale, and I think I probably spent about $130-140.
Damn, bro. Jesus criminy. You talk about how it's cheaper, but if it's only a click away.
It's $9 a movie I'm buying,
it's kind of cheaper, but it really isn't, because once you start spending to make it your own, the way you want it, the way you like it, it adds up real fast.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
So aside from that, I started just going online and checking like different speakers, and then going up YouTube and watch a lot of YouTube videos for months, because we had been talking about it since, I would say, probably January. And then we officially started in the last day of school for my daughter, which was in May something, right? Like May 20 something. And it took me two and a half months to finish to where I'm at now. And we finished it off. And well, now I'm just trying to do all the little final touches and stuff. I'm still like touching, clean. Like I learned a lot from painting, from the acoustic paneling. Like I didn't know any of that stuff. So I would go to YouTube, try to but just watch people talking about it, and then try to learn what I can.
It's funny how you can go down that rabbit hole, right? I spent like 3 or 4 years just researching products and looking about sound panels and what projector does this and what's a video processor. And I mean, you could just endlessly go down the rabbit hole of watching YouTube videos. And my wife would wake up at like 2 a.m. or something like that because I was playing YouTube videos. I just couldn't get enough information.
I know that's how I was too. I have my headset on at night. She goes to bed. I'm laying down, and then I'm just watching. And I did it for the solar panels. I did it for the home theater. I did it for just about everything. I told her, if I want to know something, I call it YouTube University, man, because I just go in there and then I graduate with a bachelor's degree and then eventually a PhD. You know what I mean? So if it comes out really good, it's a PhD. If it's okay, it's a bachelor's. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't get the PhD until you actually have all that stuff yourself, because I don't care how much you watch something, it's like you can watch woodworking all day long, but until you start making
you start doing it, man,
putting those pieces of board together, you're just like,
hey, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what I did with some, because I'm not a woodworker myself, but I sanded, I painted,
that's
I did
how
everything.
you earned the PhD.
Cool.
That's what I'm saying. I earned my stripes.
I
earned my stripes.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
Man.
my garage is full
feel
of.
like I'm in the rabbit hole. I've been doing this for almost 30 years. I still feel like I'm in the rabbit hole. You never can learn enough.
You never finish.
Yeah, you never finish learning.
Yeah,
I'm always
exactly.
learning something new. I never feel like I know everything. So.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's a fun thing because it's always evolving and changing.
Yeah.
Exactly. My biggest decision had to come with whether or not I wanted two things. One, a projector, and a screen, or what I ultimately went with was another TV. So, but what I didn't want is, no matter what, and I didn't care if it sacrificed a little bit of the audio part, I didn't want to mount the TV on the wall. Like, and I say that because by not mounting the TV on the wall, the center channel is not where everybody wants it to be, like here at the ear level. It's right below. You know what I mean? And you'll see it, I guess, when I pan over it.
Right,
You'll see what I'm talking about.
Everybody makes sacrifices in their room, right? And if you didn't want to mount it, then you didn't want to mount it. You know, that's all.
Yeah.
And you know, is it the end of the world? No, because your processor is supposed to process for that position, right? On where you're at. So you said you mentioned the Denon. So are you using did you run the room acoustics, the room correction and all that stuff?
Don't they use Odyssey EQ?
Odyssey.
They use Odyssey EQ, but like I mentioned, I bought it like 5 years ago, and I thought it was everything in the box and all that, which it wasn't. And I lost the speaker thingy, so I haven't done that. A little micro thing. I had everything. Yeah, I have everything except for that.
That's only like $30.
Yeah, man, if I find one, I will send it to you. I'm sure.
That's the only thing that I haven't done.
Little pointy little.
Yeah, we need.
See, it's a little bit like that.
If you have an extra one, we need to send this guy one.
Yeah. You that will make a ton of difference.
Oh yeah.
I tried my best, and I go and I clicked on all of them, and I did everything I could.
Yeah, no, that'll make a ton of difference for you too, because it'll get all the phase in line,
time align, everything.
You know what I did find? I have in my living room the Bose, what is it? The soundbar with the subwoofer. Can't remember which one it is, but it's a really good one, right? And it came with one of those where you put the little headset on, you plug it in, and I tried doing that here. And it acted like it accepted it, but then when it finished doing everything, everything came back zero.
It's better to use the one that comes with it.
You have to use what it's set for, because
each mic is calibrated. Yep.
Yeah, it accepts
if you
specific calibration.
If Don's got your stuff, if I go look through this box, if I find one, I'll send it to you.
That's great, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll bring that up every episode until he sends you one.
What else?
Thank you. Because I do forget.
Along with the beer, he didn't bring a beer. He didn't buy a beer.
Well, neither did anyone else. So
don't feel bad. I forgot.
And for the center channel, I ended up using Butt Kicker on their website. Has this little round rubber things that you put right underneath the center channel, so it kind of picks it up like that. That's about as good as I got. And I'm okay with that.
For sure.
I use door stops. I use door stops to angle mine. You know, that go under the door that are angled.
Yeah.
Perfect angle.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you watch. I don't know if you watch.
They have little screw holes in them. You can actually screw it to the wall and angle it.
Yeah, I don't know if you watch Andrew Robinson on YouTube, but I love the saying that he has: is the only person that has to like your theater is you.
Yeah.
So I love that saying. It's a great way to end. Show,
I totally agree with that. I've been saying that for years. Something similar to that for years.
Yeah, for sure. So, so talk to us about the room a little bit. How big is once you did the knockdown and stuff like that? How big is the room?
So the room itself, this area here is 12 by 15 or 14 and a half, and then that's the area where the TV and stuff is. And then after 3 feet, if you come 3 feet in, it'll be 16 by the same 14 and a half.
Okay.
Because this is a little this area right here where I'm sitting is the little 3x3 area that I told, that my wife basically told me, use this area as your office. And then the rest of it could be the theater room, I guess you could call it.
So when you're doing your meetings for your work, are you blurring out Michael Myers and Freddie back there?
No, I don't do none of that stuff. I never get on the face.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? On a face cam or something like that. I never do any of that. So nobody ever sees any of this. This would be the first time any outsider really sees what's going on. in here.
I'm loving the decor already, especially that since you got horror stuff up there. I love horror. I love a good horror movie. So
Yeah,
Don,
no, and then
Don likes to give me nightmares. You know, that's what it's about.
so the idea of the room was gonna be dark with wood floors, but I didn't go wood floors. I had to cheap out and get wood look like tile floors, which still looks okay. And then I did want walnut butcher block countertops, I guess you can call it, and it's what I bought, and that's how I built, because I built the computer desk itself, the TV stand itself. We built it from scratch because nobody had online that I could buy one that I wanted, so we built that. And then the snack stand, we built that too from scratch. With all of them have the same butcher block style walnut on there. So I sanded all that down, stained it, and then we put them up on this thing. So one's a 8-footer, the other one's 6 foot, and then the other one is 4 feet. So that's how we made it work. Another thing that we have in here would be the acoustic wall paneling, also made out of real wood, walnut. And then towards the corner back here, we do have the one thing that seems to be like completely off and shouldn't be here. And I don't know what to do with it yet, but we're gonna do something with it. Is I have that was another thing that I did, that I went to YouTube University for, and I was scrolling through Facebook one time, and I decided to go ahead and build the sim racer. And so I did. So I built the sim racer from scratch, and so the computer, the PC, everything.
Of course, don't listen to Fred, because he'll have you spend $1 billion.
It felt like I did. I mean, pedal shaft,
he's
shifters,
really
everything.
into sim. He's probably got a $10,000 steering wheel, Fred. But yeah, he knows all. Yeah, there's lots of people that are. I would like.
I built mine, and he ended up going back in the box, man.
I wish I could put mine back in the box. I can't. You know,
in the garage, man.
Well, with the computer and everything, if you add up what the cost of the computer and the framing and the TV, the mount, everything, it was about $10,000. You know, so now I just have a $10,000 paperweight over there, because I built it for my girls. I have 2 girls, and I thought they would get into it. One of them is a teenager or 20 already, and I figured, you know what, maybe they can learn how to drive a little bit. All they want to do is they want to play Mario Kart. And that's it. $10,000 for Mario Kart.
I would play on it.
You know, which is great. You know, we like it whenever we do play it, but they don't really like. It doesn't grow into them to want to just on their own. Like, hey, I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna go ahead and play. No, they have to. Can you turn it on for me? Can you click on a thing for me? Can you go here for me? And like, they don't want to. Like, I'm like, you should have been a boy. If you were a boy, you would have been playing already.
How about the theater room? Will the girls come in there and watch a movie on their own?
Yes. My 20-year-old will come in here and watch. She's already watched 2 movies. They watched Scary Movie, the 6th, the new one. So they watched that one, and then she's into the horror too. So she watched the other day like all the Annabelle movies as well. Yeah, they watched all that.
That you know what, that's the most rewarding thing, is when you build something and you know your family can use it and you can enjoy it as a family. Because I mean, like my wife calls me I'm in a meeting, right, and she calls me like 3 times. I'm like, hey, what's going on? You need me? She's like, the screen shrunk. I'm like, what do you mean the screen shrunk? She's like, it was big and now it's not as big anymore. What do I do? And I love the fact that she's using the theater, right? So
I'm like, all right, the screen.
I said there must have been some bad metadata or something. You got to go back to the Lumigen remote and you got to press 235 and see if it pops up. Lo and behold, she puts me on like WhatsApp chat or whatever. I show her what button to hit, and she's like, "That worked, great. See you, bye."
Yeah,
So, but
well,
it's
and
great
that's
know.
the thing that's like,
That's
oh
nice.
man, I know Don's like, now I need to upgrade. I can't have that happen. I
Mhm.
need the artisan.
So it's great when and I got my mother-in-law. The main reason that I bought the movie Michael is because she said that she wanted to watch she wanted to see that movie. So that's the main reason I bought that too. So it's great that your family actually will use the space and everything else like that, and you can enjoy it.
Yesterday, I couldn't find my wife for a while here in the house, and then I'm like, because I was in the bedroom, right? And where the hell is she? And then in the bedroom, my bedroom's like on this wall is my closet, then the restroom, and then my bedroom, right? So, but I couldn't find her. But then I heard like the rumbling, and the shaking. I was like, oh shit, I guess she's probably watching a movie or something. So then I come out here and she's in here she's been watching a lot of documentaries recently. So that's what she's doing right now.
That's awesome. That's cool.
But yeah, she's been using it. My little one still hasn't come in here. She's 10. She hasn't come in here to actually watch a movie. She comes in here to watch her YouTube and use the massage chairs. You know what I mean? She'll use the massage chair, or she'll put YouTube.
That's a secret unlocked. It's
Put that new Toy Story on for her. She'll be in there.
Yeah.
If all
my
your
room is
chairs are massage chairs, you could get everyone to go in and watch a movie.
Yeah, and my room is kind of small. It's only got two chairs in it because my wife really just said, look, honestly, it's just supposed to be us. We don't really have, it's not big enough to bring a lot of people in here.
Mhm.
3 people is already too many people in here. And so, but my wife is happy with that because she's like, it's for us. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It's for us or it's for the kids. But whenever people come over, we can be in the living room, or I
can
built
always throw some bean bags on the floor or something like that for the kids.
You can
Yeah.
always add like little seats, but that's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
No, I built a big patio
doing
in the
a
back with TVs and everything, and the kitchen, outdoor kitchen and everything. So it's like,
Oh wow!
they could either come here or they can go out there. But the room is your office. You know what I mean? Because I have stuff here that we don't want to go missing or whatever. Not saying that somebody's going to take something, but somebody could misplace something. Or if I have
Right.
something here, I want it to be there when I come back and look for it. You know what I mean?
For
I
sure.
don't want to have to be searching the house. So that's why we made it small, and it, to be honest with you, I like it that way because it's just me and her. We watch whatever we want to watch, and it works out.
That's
And
great.
it works out pretty good.
So you said it's about 12 by 14. How what about the ceiling height? How big is the ceiling height?
10 feet.
That's a good
Yeah.
size
So
ceiling.
so it's about 10 feet. So it's 9 feet to the first one, and then the next level is going to be 10 feet. So where the Atmos speakers are at, I have 4 Atmos speakers. Those are at the 10 feet level, and they're perfectly aligned, 1, 2, 3, 4, to be like right at the angle where we're sitting right now.
Nice.
And so, and I've been trying to see if I could hear the Atmos, and I think I've only seen one movie where I heard it, and that was the Last House
Last
on
house.
Netflix. That's the only one that has brought out
Once
the
you
Atmos.
calibrate that Denon, you're gonna hear.
And I think that's what it is. I think
Yeah.
that's exactly
yeah.
what it is. I haven't been able to calibrate it right.
Yeah, you got to get into the settings and get that thing set up for the proper amount of speakers, and you also got to make sure that when you're in there setting it up, that you're not choosing height speakers versus Atmos, or you also need to. I'm sure you've done your research. You want to cross those over.
Technodad. Yeah, I watched Technodad's videos, and they have definitely
Yep.
helped me.
He was just on here.
locate.
That's
Yeah, I know.
all
I
it was.
saw that when I saw it on the messages. I'm like, oh, what's it? I know that.
Yeah,
thing.
man.
I,
he's not on
I
here
had to
right
look it
doing
up.
Shit.
I had to
One thing
look
I
it
will
up just
say-
to see if it was him, and it was.
Yeah.
One thing
Yeah.
I'll say about it, and I've calibrated quite a few of those Denon receivers, is go run the full calibration, but listen to it to yourself and don't be afraid to tweak it, because there's nothing more accurate than your ear and your brain compared to that microphone.
Yep.
So
Yep.
when you go, let it do its thing. but go back. Don't be afraid to go in there. If you feel like it's just not quite right here, just go and make those adjustments, to tailor it to how you like it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no
I mean,
wrong
I
method to do that.
bump the way I like it. I bump my center channel up 3 dB. People will crucify me for that, because you're supposed to have all the speakers the same and everything else. But everybody's been through here.
Everybody,
my
the
center
one
channel
thing-
bumped up 3
Well,
dB.
gosh, there used to be a thing about where you would normally do bump up the center channel because your left and right would overcome the center channel because two sources with the same audio, gives you more dB, and the center channel is trying to do a singular sound out of its center piece. But at the same time, if it blends, if you got that same sound in the left, center, and right, then that gets really loud, and it brings it to the center where it's supposed to be off to the left and right only.
I think for
I did.
for me, it's
There's
like
all
maybe
kinds of-
if you have your LCR behind that AT screen, some people recommend doing that, bumping it up a little bit just because of that screen in front, and depending on the distance between the speakers and the screen itself. But
Oh, gotcha.
So I did bump up the
Well, the
left and
calibration
right
should-
surround sounds.
Mhm.
That I
Sorry,
had to because I feel like I could never hear them,
Right. Yeah.
and now I
that's
can.
The calibration should solve
Yeah,
that
for sure.
distance.
Yeah.
But
and
Some
and
of
look,
that-
there'll be instances where you're like, you know what? So when people were first starting out, right, and they're in the home theater, just starting out in home theater and building their home theater and stuff like that, you're like, well, shit, I spent $500 on 4 Atmos speakers. I want to hear them, right? Same thing with the
Yeah.
side surrounds. I want to hear them, right? Truthfully, the way that it should be is you shouldn't. Everything should just blend in, and it should envelop you all around, right? So that's technically where you want to get to. Obviously, when we first start doing this and everything else, the inclination is, hey, I want to hear these speakers. But once you get the thing calibrated and you get that microphone that Abe is gonna send you, and shit, I may even have one laying around too.
yeah,
So
we
I
probably all have
know I've seen that white box here somewhere. in
yeah,
this
so
office.
once you get that thing calibrated, the idea is just for everything to be seamless right around you. So all the volumes are the same, they're reaching you at the same time, and I agree with McAfee here. He says if you bump your center, something else is wrong. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not saying it, but just my preference. My hearing's not what a 20-year-old's hearing is anymore. So I just like to bump it a dB or two. I think it's maybe 3 dB hot right now.
And it's just like some people like to bump the bass up a little
Yeah,
bit.
for sure.
Bumping the
Yeah.
center
Or you
channel
might change
up.
the distances of the channel level. There's all kind of things that you can slightly
That
adjust.
what you just said, Abe, is what I was going to talk about. Is like you really want to acoustically treat your room. That is the most important thing, because is what happens is any system that calibrates without good treatment, it's trying to compensate because of all the reflections, and if there's too many reflections, the computation it can only do so much. It's like,
I
hey, we're
totally agree,
guessing in
Paul.
this direction, and then is what happens if you get it acoustically treated, right? What will happen if you get things to where, okay, I'm good, I'm well treated enough, right, to where my system can calibrate itself? What happens is the time alignment, once it's set from the calibration system that you run, you don't even have to bump it up because they blend. Because is what I've noticed is if you have timing off from front to back, it smears it because it may be too early or too late. So you're like, wait, I'm not hearing my surround. So you bump it up, right?
Yeah.
But that's because it's not time aligned properly for your distance to your mains, to the distance to your surrounds, and the distance to your reflections that may be over reflective. So then you're like, oh, I'm not hearing it, go from front to back. But if you treat your room well and then you run a calibration, you'll be surprised that, I'm not having it. You'll be turning it down because you'll be like, oh, I don't want to notice those unless something happens back there. It'll be just the opposite. You'll end up wanting to turn them down to where it's like, oh, I don't want, why am I hearing that? You'll be questioning, like, what's happening? Are those too loud? Like, am I supposed to be hearing that? So,
and I've always said, I probably said it before in here, that the room is the most important element of your system. The room is equally important as everything else, if not more important.
One thing I could say is that when I first did the, what do you call it, the test to find out if it was good or not, I did it before I had anything in here. I didn't even have a door yet, and I was doing it then. Right. So that's how much I didn't even know what I was doing. But at the same time, I wasn't using the right tool, But I shouldn't have done it then either, because I didn't have anything that's on the wall. It was just literally I had just painted the walls, and we didn't even have a door yet.
Yeah, I mean,
and it was loud.
It's a journey.
Oh,
it was
a journey. Yeah. I bet you it was loud.
No,
it was annoying loud.
And you don't have to go crazy with Fish Room, but the more you do pay attention to the room, makes it easier for these tools to work, like the calibration tool. So any little bit help, even if it's not you don't have to go crazy. Any bit's going to help make those tools function better.
So I've talked about how good the Lumigen, not the Lumigen, but the Room Perfect calibration works in my room, and I have no treatments right now. And I think it sounds great, but I know it can definitely get better. And I'm still chasing something that when I took my Lindorf to Michael's house, I'm still chasing that and it's Paul's favorite movie. I'm chasing the scene in Ready Player One to where the guy opens the door up in the very beginning race scene, and all the change comes running through. And what I heard in Michael's house, Youth Man, is we literally looked at each other because we were surprised that it did this. It literally had the change go right across our feet. Like, I mean, it was 3D spatial audio, and I'm still chasing that.
That's room treatment, man.
That's
I'm
room
telling
treatment,
you right now.
exactly.
Room treatment will make that. Now, obviously, you got to have the speakers that are. You don't have to.
I do have the speakers. It's the same speakers that I brought.
You
home
have the speakers capable, but just for the general populace, it's like they don't have to be perfect, you know.
Well, the speakers that I brought home. Well, the main reason I went to Michael's house is because I was buying the Martin Logan speakers from him. So they're the exact speakers that he played. That we set the Lindorf up and played that demo on. So so I know what they're capable of. I know what it but it's just like you said, having that extra room treatment and having the
man, you need more subwoofers. I think Michael still has more bass than you.
If I get rid of the racer, I will add another sub. But other than that, right now I can't. I don't have the room for it.
Well, let's stop
don't come to Kansas City because you'll be like, oh.
Let's stop teasing these guys, and Hugo, if you wouldn't mind joining with your phone so that we can take a look at what you're working with over there.
Man, I hope I'm not gonna have nightmares over this. I see things in the background.
Some things in the background too. I was like, oh man.
Me and Ike agree on this. We are not a horror movie.
He's gonna cover his face.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, no.
It's like the kids are watching Annabelle, man. I can't even go past the first 30 minutes of that movie, man.
You gotta watch those kids. Then
you
gotta sleep with one eye open.
Another fun fact. So The Conjuring was filmed at Warner Brothers Studios, and we were in the property room where they keep all all the crap for all the movies that the
Mhm.
stuff. But it's an old warehouse that has these creaky wooden floors. And they said if you notice when you walk on it how it creaks, this is the creaking floor that's in The Conjuring.
Oh wow.
They
Oh, that's
recorded.
amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was so cool. So I
That
actually recorded
is
myself
friggin'
walking in the
cool.
warehouse. Yeah. So the old wooden floor creaking is the creaking that you hear in The Conjuring of their property room on the studio.
Damn.
I was like, that's so cool, you know?
That is cool. That is cool, dude.
So I actually
Yeah.
made the creaking sound as I was I recorded it with
You're
my
like,
phone.
oh my
It's
god.
like this is so cool. And then in the gift shop, I would have loved to get it, but it was $550. Was the Annabelle doll and like the cake in like the box and everything. I got some
Oh.
pictures of it. I'll send it to you. I wanted to get
We
it.
like horror, but my wife doesn't want to do that one. Does not want to do it. Even though she
Creaking,
likes
the one at the gift shop and at the I was like 500.
Yeah, Jessica doesn't mind horror. Like, I don't think it bothers her like it does me, but she's like, anything kids, or she's like, no, I don't. Even whenever we were looking at Halloween, like animatronic, she's like, oh god, it's creepy kids. No.
Look,
I have
don't
like
even- all my
15
kids, all their
animatronics.
toys, all their
Oh,
toys.
wow.
My kids, I take out all the batteries. I don't even like some of the toys they make for kids, man. This thing just randomly sing at 3 a.m. in the morning, man. It's like, come on, man. I'm trying to get.
You know what? I'm surprised there's not like some sort of, I don't know. You know, Christmas has Elf on the Shelf. What about the horror on the around the corner?
horror on the floor.
Yeah, horror on the floor.
Let me know
Or
when you're
something,
ready,
yeah.
and we can switch you over.
So I think he wants to do the audio like through his headphones. So we're gonna keep the audio on his phone muted, and we're just gonna use the original
Okay.
audio. So
Yeah,
let me
we
go
can
back.
do that. We might still get some feedback though.
Maybe
I muted myself on the phone.
you might have to turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, if you could turn down your
or
speakers
mute
on
it
the
in the app, or well, shoot, you're already muted. Never mind.
Yeah, it's already muted.
Yeah, the way the electronics works, it's still.
How do you want me to do it? You want me to take off the
are you
headset
able
then?
to unmute the phone and use that and then mute the other what you were using?
Did you mute me over here? Oh no. Okay.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's
Oh,
better.
there we can hear you. Yeah. Okay.
That's perfect.
All right.
So we're looking at those butcher block desks that you made, man. That looks pretty nice. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Those look good. Those look real good.
So first, like I said, the lights. These lights, you can turn them off and then turn them on.
Yeah, if you could keep them on just for the purpose of the tour, so that we can see what's going on there.
Okay. Well, let me. So
Oh man, that looks
nice.
awesome.
Wow.
God, dude. Yeah, no, I'm already out. If I opened the door and saw that wall, I'd be like, what?
Those heads are diffusive, so they actually do really good acoustically.
yeah, they are doing a lot better from when I didn't have them.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
So we still have to put something here. And other than that, we got the posters, the acoustics. We got those were in my office, but then we put them over here. Masks.
It looks really,
I love it,
really
man. It
well
looks
put together.
awesome. So talk to us about what you got up front. So the TV, what do you have here?
Oh, the TV itself is the Samsung OLED S90 or 95. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Can't remember what it was, but it's
And then-
amazing. It works great.
What
It looks
what
good,
size
too.
is that?
I'm sorry.
It's the size 75, 85.
Oh, 77. I
77.
was gonna go with 83 or 85 that they had, but I wasn't gonna spend $1,000 more.
Mhm.
It's so,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
works really good. Like when you're sitting here, we're about 6 feet away, 7 feet away.
Yeah.
It looks very well. I feel like I'm immersed really well into it.
And the tell us about the so for as far as the what made you choose the Samsung? What was there a definitive factor? Was it price? Was it it's just you like
To
that
be
one
honest
better?
with you, I have 15 TVs in this house, and they're all Samsungs. And the reason I wanted it is because I tried buying for the outside. I bought a 98-inch TV, and it was a TOC, and I couldn't control it with my app.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided, I said, like, hell no, I just sold it and I bought another Samsung. And the reason I got it is because obviously it looks great. Maybe it's not an LG like everybody's saying, but it still looks amazing. And then not only that,
that's a big
I'm able
thing.
to control all my apps.
Familiarity is a big thing because that's part of your experience. It's like, hey, we all know how this TV works, so no one has to relearn anything. So that's a big deal.
Love the ice machine over there.
You built this the entertainment center too?
Yes. So they didn't have it. They didn't have anything that I wanted within the size and price range, and so we decided to. I know a cabinet maker, so we went and I gave him all of this what I wanted. I told him what I needed, and then he helped me put it together. And then we brought it home, and then I already had these here, and we put them on top of it.
Wow,
oh, cool.
That's
so these
awesome.
are not supposed to be here. These I just don't know. I don't know where to put them yet.
They look good there, to be honest. Yeah.
Nah, thinking if anything, I was gonna put them up there. That side, but I don't know yet where I'm gonna put them. Other than that, here's my desk. These are two IKEA desks. They're called the Alex drawers, and they worked out really well. And
man, you got enough TVs in that room to house about 6 or 7 people in there.
here's the racer.
Nice.
The TV.
Wow. Okay.
This is an LG. This one's really good quality. It's amazing to play video games on. I used to play on before I had the PS5 over here. I would play on the PS5 here, and it was amazing.
And you have 2 steering wheels.
Oh yeah. So it depends on what game I want to play. So I got two steering wheels. I'll go ahead and use those.
Wow.
Here's the battery that I told you about. So I didn't have to have wires.
That's so cool too. Battery backup. Yep.
That's a great idea. I mean, it really is. Even if you have to every once in a while I gotta plug it in across the wall, and that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like
the motor's only about 45.
Well, I've always said, hey, you need.
Like I said, it'll last me like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always said
that
that
with use, or is that just the drainage of it? Like is that because you are in here a lot and you're using the chairs a lot? And those motors take a lot of power.
They're 45 watts. Those motors and those chairs are 45 watts each.
Yeah, we don't really use it that much, I guess you could say. I charged it about 4 days ago, and it's already at 87%.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it'll last me a good last.
Yeah, that'll last quite a while.
Yeah, I always say that you need to have one of those just in case you're lounged in the back and then the power goes off, right? So how the hell are you getting out of that chair if you don't have a battery backup? Look at this, man.
Man, I know. God dang, man.
I love
bet you the kids love to party over here. Dang.
I told you it can get cheaper not having to go to the movie theater because we already got everything here.
You did a fantastic job with that little
ice maker. I like that ice
maker. Open the refrigerator. I'm judging you. What's in the refrigerator?
Cokes. You got some Coke. And
no beer?
No beer. No beer. There's no beer here at all.
Kid safe zone in here.
The beer is in the in the outside kitchen.
Okay, kid safe zone. I will allow that. So
got the nice little blackout shade there. I like it.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool little shade.
My wife forced me to get a window in here. I didn't want windows in here, but she forced me to get one, so I found that.
You gotta have a fire escape, man.
And I should, but I have that now, so we can break that window if we need to.
Very good. So,
But other than that, guys, this is it. I don't know if you
No,
need me to
man.
say something. I can. They
there's a
got the pen, they got the
lot.
speakers.
so what are the
There's a
speakers
lot
that you're
to
using?
go over.
I'm sorry.
So there is so much to take in here that, you know, we all understand the complexity of even, you know, you may think this is, you know, not that much, but we all see the complexity of this. I see like your front wall. What did you do with the slats that are going vertical, and what made you decide the LED placement? This looks really good, and it is a good accent.
Okay, so
everything.
up here, this was the most challenging part because I bought the LED strips, and we had to make it to where it looked like it was inside,
Mm-hmm.
that I wouldn't see it, and it would just kind of blend down. So
Yeah, it
up
was like
here,
a
it has a
mask
it has a 1x1 12 all the way across, and then when I was building it, we went ahead and put an outlet in the top in the attic, so that way it's powered up in there, and then I can control it by this switch right here.
Nice.
Oh yeah, nice.
But because they're all the same brand, I can control all of them with the app, and I can change whatever color I want. And then I can, if I wanted to, it could be like based on whether the game, the movie, whatever we're playing. Like I told it the other day, I told the AI, like, hey, I'm going to play Call of Duty, put some lights to make it, you know, like the theme, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it just changed everything to what like a Call of Duty theme would have been. And it was pretty
That's
cool.
It looks
I'm
really
using
well put together. Yeah, it really
the
does.
Fosse Audio, the ZA3. That one is controlling my left and my right.
Okay.
Because when I started connecting everything, it's supposed to be giving it 125 watts to each speaker, but the more you connect, the less it gives.
Mhm.
So I decided to go ahead and, instead of buying a whole new amp that was going to cost a lot of money, I looked into this, and it'll give me 150, 300 watts each. So it'll be 150 and 150 on my left and my right, which then gives this more power to all the other ones.
Fosse Audio makes a great amp, man. They definitely
Yeah.
do make a good amp.
And to be honest, we all recognize the speakers. Those are so sensitive, you know, as far as like they do a lot with as little power as you can get, which is amazing for that brand, you know. And that's what I used to have. You know,
What clips what clips models are those?
This is the 504.
Hmm.
These are the 8000s twos.
Very nice.
And
I
up
love
here, I can't remember the name.
I love the that entertainment center that you put together there, man. That's super nice. I like how I like how everything like matches the butcher block matches across
Yeah, very nice.
all three tables. That's so cool.
Very nice.
The Atmos speakers are the in-ceiling 5800 C2s.
Those are also made by Clips.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And
And
then
do you
the
have any? Do you have
subwoofer-
rear speakers?
the who?
Side surrounds and rear speakers. What are you using?
The same thing.
Okay.
Everything's clipped.
yeah.
But it would.
Nice.
Those are the bookshelf ones, the RP 500Ms.
Ah,
And do
Yeah, I
you
just
have
wanted
rear
to
speakers
go with
or
one,
just
and I didn't
side
want to get
surround?
confused as it is. I'm not very savvy when it comes to all this, so I wanted to just stick to one and learn about one.
Oh, for sure. So do you have rear speakers or do you just have side surrounds?
No, I have side surrounds only, and then
Okay.
I have the subwoofer right here in the back. So it kind of feels like I got some D-box situation going on, because I
Got some
feel it
tactile
in here when
bass.
I'm watching a movie.
oh yeah, yep, for sure.
Okay,
And
yeah.
you've got I mean, technically, you know, you have 4 8s up front and
Mhm.
a sub in the back. So,
I don't know if you can see the
speakers.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could see. Yep.
Yep. We see them right there. Yeah, that looked good.
Very
Man.
nice.
But that's it, guys. This is my little slice of heaven where I come in and do my thing here.
I really like
That's cool, man.
how you
Definitely.
put it together, as far as, especially whenever you come in.
I
you
lost
know,
this one. Look at this.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Did it
Well,
fall
it's good.
down?
You can be working there and then take a break and go watch a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to go too far. That's pretty awesome.
And what about your seats? What are you using for your seats?
Oh, the seats. The seats are the call it. I don't remember the name of it anymore. The
Octane or Valencia's?
Valencia?
no, I wanted to get the Valencias, but they would have taken too long.
Okay.
They kind
I
of look
see
like
they got like
Octane
the
seats.
controls right on the cup holder there.
Audio Vice luxury.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
They're the
I
Audio
know
Vice luxury
Audio
ones.
Vice has their own seats too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so they're
made
pretty
by-
good. They got the back support, the massager. It obviously lays back. One thing that I liked about these, that when I was looking into the Balenciaga ones, is when you put this one all the way back, the seat also picks up your head,
Right.
which
okay.
makes well, at the time when I was buying them, I didn't know it would make a big difference. I just thought it was just talk. But when you're sitting here watching a movie for a long time, you don't have to pick up your head,
Right.
Mm.
because it's already doing it for you.
Yeah, you definitely need that. You definitely need the adjustable headrest for sure.
And then one of the things that I like too is that Balenciaga, or I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong, but those the other one, they charge you like $85 for the table. This one comes included with it on both sides, so you don't have to pay extra for that.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Gotcha. So I got
You're
a
supposed to
question.
put like
on
a
your-
carpet
on
or
your-
something.
On
I'm
your
sorry?
wall of nightmares over there, do you change that up? Or is that how you always keep it? Or is
No, like I
is your
mentioned, Mary, we
theater-
just 2 weeks is where I've officially been using it, right? But today I changed out the Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and this one right here, which would have been Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This room before today
All
was
classic.
all Marvel.
Oh wow!
Everything was
Okay.
Marvel, so I had all the Marvel posters and everything.
So
Mm.
that's pretty cool. So you set it the theme based on seasons, and
For the season,
I-
yeah.
we're gonna have to revisit your theater come Christmas time for
Yeah, we're definitely gonna change it. I'm already
Christmas
looking at
score.
the ones that I want. So for sure it's gonna be How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And,
that will be cool. Yeah, we'll have to
yeah,
check
so we're gonna get
out,
that
'cause
one, possibly a Home Alone poster.
There you
I
go.
'Cause
really
we-
like your decor, how it's all put together, and it's like you said, you built this for you two, and that's all that's required.
All right,
And
let's talk
that's-
about your popcorn game, man. Are you
Yeah.
what kind of kernels are you using? What kind of salt?
Oh, that's a big important thing right
yeah,
there.
and
Very
I see he has an ice maker over there. It looks
That
like.
ice maker is awesome. That's one of those little tiny ice cubes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love those little. I want one of those.
Yeah, I don't know what went wrong. Something went wrong where Best Buy gave me a gift card for like $500. Oh, that's right. One of my TVs outside went out, and it had a warranty, and they gave me the cost of whatever I paid for it. And at the time, I was like, well, I don't need a TV out there. I need this. So
Oh,
I
nice.
used the gift card they gave me to buy this.
That's cool.
Wow.
Those are It's little. Does that make the little tiny square ones?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like those.
yeah, it's good ice eating.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then like
So-
a good ice.
So what about your popcorn machine? Do you actually use that or?
Yeah, my wife makes popcorn in it. I did ask her that I would rather her not make it in here and for her to make it out there in the kitchen and then bring it in here, because the room is too small and I'm afraid that the smell
Yes, it
would
will.
stay in here too long.
100%. That's the number one thing when I tell clients who want to put a popcorn machine in the theater. the oils from the popcorn will eventually just start setting on the panels and the carpet and everything, and it'll start to smell this old popcorn oil smell. So yeah, highly recommend not putting popcorn machines in the theater ever.
Yeah, and so that's what I told her. Like, look, you can put it on here for looks, but when it's time to use it, I'll carry it out there, and we'll make it out there in the kitchen.
Yeah,
and then
you did the right
once
thing.
you wash it or whatever, we'll put it back.
Yeah, because that for some clients that have theaters down older theaters, that was their complaint, is that they put the popcorn machines in the theater and starts to smell like old popcorn oil, like old theater, old grease.
Yeah.
I have to give you some tips on what to use to make it like.
Oh yeah,
actual
Don is the guru when it comes to
actual movie
theater
popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started watching YouTube videos on that to see if we can get it just right. But
for sure.
yeah, but other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't have anything else. I mean, I could when we built this, I told them that I wanted to be built like it was part of the house. Like we didn't skip a step. It was original blueprints. So we built it to match the entire house.
Nice.
Oh wow.
So he'll be the outside.
What about your player? What do you use to? What are you using for your? Are you using a Plex system? Are you using just a regular Blu-ray player? What are you using as your source to play your movies? Or are you just solid streaming and that's it?
Plex. I have Plex and then all the movie apps, which is Netflix and Prime Video.
Okay. I like the little entryway there for sure. It looks nice.
It's because this used to be the patio right here. This was the patio.
Okay.
All this was the patio, and they don't make the same tile no more, so we had to live with this.
Wow.
And so this is a little 3x3 area that we added, because it was just supposed to have been from here that way, but then she told me to put this part right here because she wanted to put a Christmas tree right here. But that worked out for me on the outside and the inside because
for you.
I didn't trim that one. I don't know if it would have fit if I would have trimmed.
Yeah, so
need your trim tree.
Trim.
Call Paul, he'll do either one.
Hey, who's the one drinking here? God dang, man. Maybe you don't need a special beer.
Oh man. No, man, you did a fantastic job with this, with this theater. I really like that you made it your own,
stage.
Right?
I really like the front stage and the lighting, and the floor lighting. It really pops.
Rich, we got to get you to watch the show, man. We can't keep repeating everything for you, brother. He said he was using Fosse Audio and the Denon. We got to get Rich to actually pay attention to the show.
Yeah,
don't fall asleep over there.
He's in that Jamaican time zone, so you got to forgive him for that. He's got his own time zone. He's on island time.
No, so he's using Fosse Audio and he's using the Denon to power the rest. So LC the left and right he's using to power with Fosse Audio amps, and then using the Denon for the rest. Which, look at the Christmas theme. There you go, Paul.
There you go.
Got the Christmas theme for you.
So we'll find all the Christmas movies and then we'll update the posters and stuff.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I love the fact that you made this yours, right? You put your posters in there, you put your masks in there, you put all everything that you wanted, the ice maker, you made your own little candy thing, and then you even got your racer back there too. It's great that you made this totally
I think
yours.
There's more screens in this theater than a 5,000 square foot theater that we.
I'm wondering what this little side screen is next to his office is. The one that's mounted that looks like
if I need when I'm working, if I can use these two, I'll connect to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I connected it here so that I can just roll it out when I need it.
I see.
And then just put it back.
That's burrito.
So now you got 3 monitors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have 3 monitors over there connected, but it was too crowded, and I didn't always use the third one all the time.
Mhm.
But whenever I do need it, I'll go ahead and just connect to it. That's what it's there for.
Nice. Nice.
But I can pretty much handle everything with these two, and if I have to, I can mirror to the top. But then I end up using that one. It's my first one that started everything, so that's why I still keep it.
Mm.
And does
I
that
don't wanna get
signal
rid of
just split between those TVs, the two TVs, or is it you got two separate boxes, like cable boxes, or what do you, how are those the top TV and your OLED?
These two? Oh, these two?
Yeah, because they're
it's connected to the Denon.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's connected to the Denon.
Then it's got 2 video out.
Yeah, it's got the video out.
So for Chana, Techno Dad, that's not here. Here's a use for Zone 2, bro.
Zone 2.
Yeah. Zone 2 is where it's at.
Uh-huh.
I wish you was here.
I've done a similar thing where we have the Zone 1 go into the projector in the theater. And so when outside is a little bar concession area and there's a monitor out there, so when they go to get a drink, they can continue watching the game out in the bar on video too. And they walk in the theater. Yeah. So it's a good use for it.
For sure.
Yeah, I like picking on Chana about zones.
outside in the outdoor kitchen, I have like six speakers. The restroom has its own speaker, and so that way, if we're watching a game or something, you don't miss out on, if they score a touchdown, you can at least hear it while you're going to the restroom.
Well, first of all, Dallas don't score touchdowns. I'm sorry.
Let's not get started there. We're gonna score. You best believe we'll score.
Oh man, dude,
That's hard, man.
We
That's
want him to
hardcore.
come back,
I made it
bro.
like into a
Come
little boy.
on.
It's got 3 55-inch TVs and 198-inch TV.
Nice.
Man, you did a phenomenal job with this. I can't thank you enough for joining us on the show and talking shop and what you did.
job.
So you said you had this built. How much of this was DIY, or how much of it was how much of it was like contractor work? Did you what all did
wrote
you
it all
guys
down.
Oh man, yep, you got the whole list.
do? Yeah.
You wanted to know contract materials?
There you go. Well, not price. I meant like you versus the a contractor. So like, did you lay the flooring? Did you do the drywall? Did you obviously you hung the decor? What all was your doing? And you can come back to the regular view for this too.
I just leave.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I think Ike disappeared. I think the question is how much money did you save doing DIY stuff?
I think you're on mute still.
You're still muted. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I had to put a price, I don't even know how much I actually saved.
Yeah. What I'm asking is
up.
percentage wise, what did you do versus have a contractor do? That's what I'm trying
Like
to.
the drywall, the floor like that. Yeah.
I didn't do the drywall. I didn't do I guess what I did do was all the electrical wiring.
Mhm.
So I did all the electrical myself. I did all the wiring of the speakers and all that, because nobody understood nothing here.
Right.
When I would tell somebody to do it, they're like, if you move the back of this TV stand, there's wires everywhere. Like they're perfectly, I just zip ties and everything so that I know what's what. It's labeled and all that.
Mhm.
But if anybody comes in here and I tell them, hey, move this cable, they're going to be like, what cable? Like which one? Like there's 100 cables there.
Right.
So I did all that myself. So that saved me a lot of money. I didn't have to hire like an audio guy that comes and does home theaters. None of that stuff. Because I did call and they wanted close to like $10,000. And I was like, no. I can learn on YouTube and I'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
Sorry, Abe.
I'm not ashamed to say that I can learn things on YouTube. I really am not, because it does help out a lot. So I saved the money there. I saved the money on the electrical. What else did I do? I mean, all the set up. I saved the money on the TV stand with the butcher blocks, and then I did the butcher blocks myself. So I saved money there as well. Because then I
you
would have to
actually
pay
made
somebody.
the butcher block yourself?
No. I
Okay.
cheated and I bought it. I bought them made already from Home Depot.
Okay.
But they give them to you like unfinished. You
Right.
have to still sand
You have
them
to
and do
sand it
everything.
and do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And all the prep work and everything. That's a lot of work, especially for the 8-footer, because it is heavy, super heavy. So I sanded with 120, 180, 220, and then 320. So that was 4 times on each side, and then all the sides, and then you stain it and you clean it and you wait, like an hour, and then you wait 3 hours, and then you wait a whole day to do it again the next day at 320 to give it the final color that you
Now,
want.
did you do any lacquer, any gloss on it, or clear coat, or
You
anything
seal
like
it, right? You seal it first, and then
Yeah, no, I used a brand. It was like one step something, so a little bit of cheating, but it works, and it worked out just how I wanted it to work out.
Just the stain.
Yeah, it was
'Cause
like a
lot of
stain. I'll tell you which one I
A lot of
used.
stains will protect the wood, but it's it depends
Mhm.
on, not for like, hey, I'm sitting a bunch of drinks on it, but yeah,
Right. Yeah, I
stain.
just wanted to know if you put any gloss or anything, you know, or did you try to avoid that because you knew it was going into the theater for reflections and stuff like that?
Everything was like what you just said. Yes, so I didn't want anything shiny.
Mhm.
The walls are the black iron ore, the iron ore matte, and then the ceiling is Tricon black matte as well.
Very familiar with that.
Very popular paints for theaters, right there. Iron ore and the
And you
black.
did it right. You did the tricorn on the ceiling where no one can touch it, because that stuff will pick up a fingerprint.
it picks fingerprints like crazy.
You
man.
did like a matte.
The door's also Tricon black.
Eggshell.
I got 6 coats of tricorn black on my ceiling. That's how much that drywall took, man. It took
my
a
front
lot.
wall, I put Tricon. Man, with kids, I had to change it out, man. It's like,
Well, you got to put a couple layers of that gray base coat first before you put that.
The primer.
If you do the expensive paint, you literally have to do
2 or 3 coats of the
really good
primer
at the primer. Yeah, a lot. You have to 2 coats of primer even on some of that stuff.
And I would do
learned
the eggshell. You can get away with the eggshell. It has a light shade, but the flat is a little harsh stuff. Eggshell.
The little section or the one wall that I did on mine that was chalkboard. Oh my god, I hate that stuff.
Yeah,
it was like rubbing glue on the wall.
I'll tell you what, the once you put the primer on that drywall just sucked that paint up, man. It was like
nobody's moving.
Yeah, it sucked it in like it was like, man, shit, I gotta go buy another 5-gallon bucket of this stuff.
Well, the yellow paint that I did in my barcade, because
you roll or spray on,
it's supposed to. I rolled mine.
Roller.
Oh.
Yeah, and the stuff that was supposed to be like 2-coat or whatever. Dude, no. It took me like 5 coats on that yellow wall.
I will say the best paint that I've used,
and it's supposed to be 1 coat.
The best paint that I ever used, and I'll swear by the 1 coat on it, is the Marquee Bear paint from Home Depot. It does. It really does a 1 coat. I had my old house. The walls, the ceiling was like a chocolate. It was dark, and the walls were like a beige. And I put up a super like white green. It was called Foley color on the walls. 1 coat covered it up like it was nothing.
Wow.
And I was like, man, I'll never use another paint, for my walls. I did use the tricorn black for my ceiling, but I went back to Bear for the color that I have in my theater now, until it gets covered up with fabric. But yeah.
I wish I could show you guys something, because the one thing that iron ore kind of sucks at that I didn't like was you could touch it and it kind of feels like scratching it right away.
Mm.
Like it
Yeah,
just comes
yeah.
right off.
Go away.
Yeah, that's what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
What?
Like, man, you touch it and it's like, you're like, oh no.
But Sherwin
It's like
Williams came in
chalk.
clutch. I told them about it. I took a picture. They gave me a whole gallon again. So that was like $80 right there.
Yeah.
That
Oh, wow.
they gave me. But still, like I have to touch it up. You know, I had to touch it up.
Yeah, frequent.
So there's a couple of areas. Once everything was done, I told my wife, you know what? Let's finish everything because we're still doing things. I'm still
Mhm.
getting close to the wall. If I scratch something, I don't want to come back and do it.
Yeah.
And
do a
so-
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, so I
It's
was-
like painting velvet on the wall. It's like, oh, what direction is it going? That's
Yeah, it leaves all that
how
streak.
those
Yeah.
paints keep from reflecting light. And that's just, that's just how it works. The only way to stop from reflecting light is to reflect it or diffuse it in different directions. And that's what that paint does. It's almost like putting powder on the walls,
For sure. Yep.
So, but it works,
Man, like I loved your theater when I saw the pictures. You did a fantastic job putting all
Yeah.
the decor together. All the acoustic treatments that you did. Just the design aspect of it all together is fantastic. You did a phenomenal job with that. Something you should definitely be proud of. And I'm so happy that you joined us on the show today and showed off your hard work and all your research and everything else like that. You have the link. Anytime you want to join us, we kind of like to run this show kind of like a Zoom meeting where you pop in,
like
pop
a Zoom
out.
hangout kind of thing.
Yeah, man. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You got the link. You're welcome to join us whenever you want. If you just want to talk shop, if you want to come in and talk about the movies that you watched, whatever you want to do. So we really appreciate you showcasing your theater with us tonight.
And you don't have
And,
to stay the entire show. So you
Yeah,
can just-
exactly. And look, I told you it would fly by, right? It's 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
my time.
Yeah, it kind of did.
It's already
Mhm.
it's already quitting time, right? So
For sure.
so with
By the
that
way,
being,
because
go ahead, sir.
no, I was just gonna say that I was just nervous. I don't know. I kind of froze a bit when it was my turn to actually
No,
show
man,
off the
you
room.
Good.
Uh,
You did a good
but
job.
yeah, But other than that, I mean, yeah, man. If on Thursday night, it's always on Thursday nights, right?
Thursday nights, 9:30 or 8:30 your time.
Yeah, yeah.
And next week we'll be at Cedia, so we'll probably do like a little live show from Cedia from our compound.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
We're all going to be we were all going to stay in an Airbnb, and then we were all going to stay in a hotel, and now 3 of us are staying in an Airbnb. So we kind of messed Abe up on that whole thing. So
Abe,
probably-
don't even. That's why last time I was just like, no, bro. This is a 5-second conversation.
Abe is more than welcome to spend as much time at the Airbnb as he wants. So we'll big brother it all together.
I'm like, God damn it. You know how much money I could have saved if we would have included Abe?
So once again, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, Mike's got the wrong thing here. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, I'm not reading the prompts right. So
I was gonna say that looks the same to me. Like, what is in this?
if you'd like to be a guest on the show, please shoot us an email to hometheaterhublive@gmail.com. Once again, hometheaterhublive@gmail.com. We definitely appreciate doing the tours. This is what our show is based around. This is what we love to do most. Really appreciate having you on again, Hugo. Join us whenever you want. If you could, please do all that YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe. That way you'll get the notifications for all the new lives that are coming. And you'll be able to track us through Cedia, because I'm sure we're going to be doing probably some more special shows, some recaps. Maybe we'll do a recap every day of what we saw and what we think about what's going on out there and any new products that we may see. So until next time, go ahead, Ike.
Lights down, sound up, and blame Don for your next purchase.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna catch
everyone.
a movie or two that you guys recommend. So, all right, guys,
Yeah, for
thanks.
sure. You stay on for just a second, Hugo.
All right.
Yep. Thanks for